Whoopsie. Time goes by very fast, so my bad. My bad, guys. All of a sudden I came back, I was like, ooh. So, sorry about that. It's going to screw up my algorithm around here. No, it's not, because my assumptions manifest. Okay, so y'all should have done the photo technique, the photo method. Okay, and expect them to text your fucking ass right now because you said so. Okay? You're the operant power. So we need to start retraining ourselves to expect different behavior from them and to get good at that. Period. Exactly. See, y'all are catching on. Okay? Period. So, because so many of you guys, that is the biggest problem, is you are affirming, but expecting the opposite. You can't do that, because then you're wondering why the opposite continues to reflect into your 3D. We can't do that. We aren't doing that anymore. Not here, bitch, not here. We aren't doing that shit at all. Okay, instead, you're going to start now by expecting them to absolutely conform. They have no choice. Of course they're conforming. Why fucking wouldn't they? Have you seen yourselves? You're fucking hot. I'm helping somebody manifest an SP, a celebrity right now. She said he's a huge celebrity. I was like, well, I low-key want to know who you're talking about. Who are we manifesting around here? Okay, and because you can manifest anybody you want. Do you want an SP? If you don't have an SP in mind and you want to manifest a celebrity, you can manifest that person. But what you have to start doing, which is what I told her to do, is you must start seeing them as the average fucking Joe walking down the goddamn street. Like, I don't care if you're manifesting Brad Pitt. Like, nope. I'm manifesting Joe from the street. Yeah, because if you see them as being a huge celebrity, you're not going to manifest them, because you're seeing them as being above you in your own damn house. And ain't nobody above you in your own damn house. Period. Oh, I love that, Ara. I love that. And I mad respect for you for working out, bitch. The only workout I do is in my mind. I was doing a side little note. I volunteered at this Elf Yourself 5K run. And everybody's like, did you run? I'm like, in my mind. The fuck run 5K? No. Are you kidding me? I get winded walking up a flight of stairs. Like, if I was on a coaching call with one of you guys, I was out for a walk and I had to walk up a hill. The hill was not very big in any sense of that word. And I'm all winded. I'm like, excuse me, hold on, I catch my breath. I run up 5 stairs. I'm like, but I'm okay with that. I don't like to sweat. So, how do you expect if you're not used to them conforming? You need to, this is why they're not conforming, doodles. This is why they're not conforming, because that's what you expect from them. And that, see, here's how assumptions are created. Okay. You'll have a thought. Yeah, I think it's good for you guys to know exactly how assumptions are created. Okay? You'll have a thought. You won't flip that thought because you didn't know about the law. So you don't flip that thought. Instead, you have a thought. Then over time, and they do it. See, this is the thing, okay? They do it. They do whatever you thought at the moment. And so what does that do? That validates that thought. And you're like, see, look, they just did that. I'm right. See, I knew it. And so the next time you have that thought, they do it again. And you have that thought, they do it again. And every time they're conforming, because I told you guys, you have to look at it this way. Your SPs are conforming 24/7. All day, every day, they're conforming to whatever it is that you're thinking about them. Every day. Every day. I mean, this is not something where it's like, oh, they only conform between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Outside of that shit, they're not conforming. That's not how that works, okay? They're conforming 24/7. But they're only conforming, they're only conforming to your assumptions, to what you expect from them. So this is why I tell you guys, you're expecting some stupid shit every day. And then the more they do or don't do whatever it is that you're expecting from them, the more they literally can't do that, okay? So you're used to them not conforming because you're not consistent, because you don't expect them to conform. You don't believe that they will. That's why they're not conforming. And so every day that goes by that you waver, that you question, if you're doing it right, if they're going to conform and they don't conform, it further steps you into that assumption. Okay, because either way it goes, you're constantly proving yourself right. So the subconscious mind, I told you guys, only has one job, and that is to prove you right. Okay, so it's going to prove you right regardless of whether you want it to or not. So every time you say they're not conforming, or you notice your 3D isn't, you're checking for movement and you're noticing the 3D isn't changing, you're confirming that that's correct. And you're doing it over and over and over again. And then they literally can't conform. They literally can't conform to what you want them to conform to, because they're always conforming, but they can't conform to what it is that you want because you're expecting them not to. Okay, so that's where we need to change that expectation to expect that they absolutely are calling me. Why wouldn't they? They're calling me and they're texting me. They love to talk to me. They leave me on red. Never. Okay, and again, how many fucking times do I have to tell you guys that if they leave you on red, assign the meaning you want it to mean? Okay, like literally assign it a different meaning and be like, you see that they left you on red. Your subconscious mind doesn't know that. It can't see what you're seeing. It only goes based on the thoughts that you tell yourself. So you see that you're left on red. And then you're like, oh, he hasn't responded. Well, now your subconscious mind knows he hasn't responded, and he literally can't respond because that's what you're telling yourself. You're going down this whole fucking rabbit hole of why you're left on red versus assigning the meaning you want it to mean, and either one, being completely delusional and not even noticing you've been left on red and saying, oh, they just messaged me right now. Oh, I can see them typing a response right now. Okay. A second thing is, or you can say, oh, they're just busy right now. But they can't wait they're contacting me any minute. They can't wait to talk to me. Assign that goddamn meaning. Every time you see a red car, he's thinking about me, bitch. Everything's a goddamn sign. Now let's say he drives he drives a white Honda Accord. You know, like every time you see a white Honda Accord, be like, that's him, because he's thinking about me. Yeah, told you guys, every time I got that little feeling inside of me, horny. I don't know how else to describe the feeling. I really don't. But every time I would get that feeling, I'd be like, oh, he's thinking about me. Everything was a goddamn sign. Everything in my life was a sign that he was thinking about me. Because at some point in time, you have to, this is where I said, everything, you need to make a decision, because how's it fucking working out for you to think the opposite? See, I tell you guys all the time, fuck movement. Don't worry about movement. If you see the movement, right, but you're not looking for it. So if you see the movement, and then use that to motivate you to keep going, right? Be like, oh shit. Like I did the photo method. Okay. Oh crap. They text me. Yes. Got this. Okay, what next? Keep going, right? That's how you should be looking at movement. But you shouldn't be checking for movement, because checking for movement means you're wavering. You're not expecting a certain behavior from them because you're wavering. Because what are you checking for? What do you need to check for movement for? For what? For what? And then you guys are so stuck up in your, like, in a bad way, where you're like, well, I want them to call and just beg for my forgiveness. Okay. Oh, I mean, I don't know what to tell you when it comes to that. Why? Why do you care? See, here's the thing. You guys have to let the shit go. Why would they apologize? Apologize for what? Because you're still living in your old story. Okay, if they have to apologize for something, or you want an apology for the past, then that means you haven't let it go. That means that you're still hanging on to it. You're still expecting the old version of him to be that person. Because why would he need to apologize? He doesn't even remember that shit. Apologize for what? I want a new version. I want a better version than what I had before, since we get to select what version we want. I love the version of him that I had, but there's a couple of things that I want different. Okay, so let me pepper in some things that I felt needs a little improvement, and therefore, boom, now I got my perfect person. But you expect that first, guys. You have to expect them to do that stuff first. And then they do. But you guys are looking for them to confirm. That's wavering. That means that you're not living in the end. You're not listening to what the fuck I'm telling you because you are wavering. And then you're bitching about the opposite. Today was a bad day. I told you guys this. I told you guys, I want you to literally realize how stupid this sounds. Seriously. Today was a bad day. I'm just feeling down today. And I spiraled all day. What are you? You wasted an entire day spiraling when you know you're not supposed to do that. Versus, you could have taken the same amount of energy, the same amount of goddamn time you spent spiraling, and you could have been affirming for what it is that you want instead. Why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting time? Because then you same people are over here, I've been doing this for 8 months. I've been doing this for 2 years. You ain't been doing shit. You haven't been doing anything. But wasting time. You have been wasting time. But if you would buckle down and say, that's it. Today is the day I am deciding that I am not going to waver in my thoughts. I am going to only expect them to do exactly what the fuck I say, period. And that is it. And I will not waver. I will persist. I will persist. I will persist. I will persist. And I will literally sit there and I won't question anything because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So I don't need to question a damn thing. I will only assign the meaning I want to everything. Everything in my goddamn reality is a sign that my SP is thinking about me. Assign only the meanings you want. If you would all do that and just commit, you'll find. I told you guys, just commit to 24 hours. Jesus Christ, if you cannot literally sit there and control your thoughts for 24 hours, Houston, we have a problem. We've got a big one. If you would just decide to commit to 24 hours, I promise you, once you get through that 24 hours, guess what? The next 24 hours, it ain't gonna be that difficult. The first 24 hours, it's almost like a heroin addict that decides to go cold turkey. How do you think they are for the first 24 hours? I know how they are. It's scary. They're convulsing. They're going through withdrawals, massive withdrawals. Okay? But does that mean that they go grab heroin because they're going through withdrawals? No. They go through it. No matter how painful it was, no matter what their body was going through, they've made it through the first 24 hours. And then after that, the next 24 hours gets a lot better. And then after that, the next 24 hours, a million times better. A whole lot easier. Whole lot easier. Because they just had to get through the first 24 fucking hours. That's all you guys have to do is just get through the first 24 hours. After that, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. And then the next 24, a lot easier. And you will start seeing movement. You will start seeing your reality shifting. There's always a delay. But if you cannot discipline yourself and discipline your goddamn mind for 24 fucking hours, what are you doing? What are you doing? Then stop crying. If you cannot discipline your mind for 24 hours, commit to not wavering. I'm not going to go down that negative thought ass rabbit hole. Every time I have a negative thought, I'm going to flip it on the spot and I'm only going to expect the version of them that I want. If you can't do that for 24 hours, then what the fuck? Then stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying over your SP because you obviously don't want them bad enough. I'm here to be honest with you. You obviously don't want to be with them bad enough because you can't discipline your goddamn mind for 24 fucking hours. Do you see how stupid that fucking sounds? Because you spend way more time crying over them than you do getting them back. People conform very quickly. But you guys are over here assigning negative meaning after negative meaning after fucking negative meaning. Over and over and over again. Everything's a negative meaning. Everything is a negative ass meaning to you guys. They blocked me, so fucking what? So what? Change that shit. Change the meaning in your mind. Like, don't even acknowledge the block. Be like, they're so obsessed with me. They're stalking my profile. Like, they literally are stalking my profile. They're all into my business. They can't get enough of me. They can't get enough of me. Every time I breathe, he's thinking about me. You set the rules. What do you want them to decide? You control their thoughts 100% of the time. 100% of the time, you control their thoughts. So what do you want to assume they're thinking? That they don't want to be with you, that they want to be with you or mess with other people, that they don't want to commit to you, that they hate you? No. The only way you should be thinking about that is if there's a 3P involved. Yeah, he fucking hates her ass. He can't stand her. She's fucking a bitch. Is it weird that I find great pleasure in manifesting 3P gutter trash back to the dumpster they crawled out of? And it really makes the old 3P in my life hella pissed off. Yeah. But I don't give a fuck. She thinks I like to talk about her life. She thinks I find pleasure out of talking about her life. That was her comment. on somebody's comments to her whole 76 people that watched the video where she was talking about me. And it was blatantly obvious. She said, a manifestation coach. Obviously, that's me. and somebody's like, who we talking about or whatever. She was like, some 40-year-old lady who thinks it's funny to talk about my life. I was like, okay. No, but I think it's funny to banish you out mine. Bye ho, bye bitch. And if you're watching this now, bye ho, bye bitch. Because she stalks me on YouTube like a weirdo. But that's okay, because I'm changing my assumption about her banishing from my whole existence. I don't exist to her. Yeah, and she definitely doesn't exist to me or my SP, period. But I know it dawned on me today, I was like, how does she fucking know what I'm talking about? But then I was like, oh, she probably watches my lives because they're on fucking YouTube. Go ahead, keep watching, get my watch hours up, girl. Go down that whole ass rabbit hole. Because I'm a master at this shit. And this is my reality, so there's that part. And we're getting married. We're getting married, so I'm super excited about that. So, hate that business. Hope you're having a good day too. Katie manifests being happy, 1,000%. In our conversations, right? I'm the happiest I've ever been. Every day I get happier and happier. Every day I get happier and happier. Like, everything in my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. Right? That's manifest being happy, because right now you're manifesting the opposite, right? The more you think about how sad you are or your current situation or how nothing's going right in your life, you're manifesting the opposite emotion. So you could absolutely manifest the positive emotion by focusing on the positive shit, telling yourself more positive things, and then telling yourself that you're very happy. I'm a happy person. I'm the happiest person in the fucking world. And you will be. You will be. You can manifest anything. You can manifest anything. I'm manifesting a bigger ass and a bigger, I almost said nose. I do not want a bigger nose. I'm manifesting a bigger ass and bigger boobs. Cancel that thought. No big nose. Oh yeah, you're all invited to my wedding. You're all invited to my wedding. Absolutely. Somebody did a virtual wedding before. I was like, you're cheap. You just didn't want to fly everybody to Hawaii. How do you stop feeling delusional, talking to pics and affirming and nothing's happening? Okay. If nothing is happening, guys, okay, if you've been doing what I tell you to do and you're being delusional, you're talking to the pictures and you're affirming and nothing is happening, then I want you to go through, if you have seen no movement and you've convinced yourself that you are literally, I lost my whole train of thought because I was reading another fucking comment. Nope, didn't do co-hosting. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. But anyway, if you are doing everything that I'm telling you to do, okay, and you're convinced that there's nothing that you're doing at all, and you're doing it right, okay, but you're not seeing any movement. One, you're not, okay, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, so you shouldn't be questioning anything. Okay, but two, I want you to go throughout the next 24 hours. Again, don't lie to yourself. Do not lie to yourself, because you cannot fix something if you're going to lie to yourself about it. Okay, so I want you to go through the next 24 hours and I want you to do what you've been doing. But I want you to notice your behavior. I want you to notice your thoughts throughout the day outside of affirming time. What are you thinking about? What are you expecting from this person? Okay, how are you describing your SP? How are you describing your SP? What inner conversations are you having? Okay, what are you saying out your goddamn mouth? I want you to notice that type of stuff because you will notice that somewhere you're wavering. Somewhere you're wavering, which is why I tell you where most manifestation coaches won't tell you this when it comes to your SP is there's 3 things to manifesting your SP. First one is self-concept, okay? You guys need to have a decent self-concept. You need to see yourself as the baddest bitch. Like, nobody's above me in my house. Like, I am a queen. Everybody wants me. Whoever I want wants me even more. Like, that's what it is. And I'm the best. Who wouldn't want me? No one compares to me. Like, you should all be affirming that no one compares to you. That you are that bitch. Okay? You need to believe in that because this is why they don't chase you because you're not on that pedestal. You're putting them above you in your own house. You're seeing them somehow as unattainable, right? I have a lot of people that have a good self-concept. That's why I tell you that's not everything either, okay? But they just believe that the one that they want doesn't want them, okay? So no, you need to be putting yourself, and a lot of times, here's also where it goes wrong too. I had a client that I had to help with this one is oftentimes it's how you perceive yourself in the beginning of the relationship, okay? Did you see like, they're interested in me? They want me, you know, things like that. So you do need to have a decent self-concept, but work on that. Just be like, you guys should not have a problem with this because you need to remind yourself that they already chose you. They already chose you. I mean, if you dated the guy, I would consider that choosing you. Wouldn't you consider that? So obviously you are perfect. Obviously you are good enough for him. Obviously you're everything he's wanted in a relationship because why would he have dated you? Why would you have dated, right? Remind yourself of that. Be like, yeah, he already chose me. Why wouldn't he choose you again? Unless you got a whole ass makeover. Why wouldn't he choose you again? You were already everything he was attracted to. You're already his perfect person. So remind yourself of that. The second thing you do is we need to change your assumptions, right? And so we do robotic affirming. We affirm, and which we're going to talk about, RNTXA. You robotically affirm so that we can change these assumptions quickly. And then third, this is the one where you will falter because other coaches just say affirm, 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 affirm. And that's great. Affirming is powerful. But what they don't tell you is that you must. This is why I said you'll know if somebody's ever manifested. You'll know if a manifestation coach you're watching has ever manifested their SP back because they would know this. How you describe them is very important. It's more important probably than robotic affirming because your inner conversations are what manifested in the beginning. Okay, you weren't affirming you weren't going around town robotically affirming quickly, right? That speeds it up, like I said, but your inner conversations are what's manifesting. You need to pay attention to that shit. What inner conversations are you having? How are you describing them in your own fucking head? Because that's deciding how you're expecting them to show up or not show up. Because you're describing them in a way that they currently are for you right now. Who they currently are or who they were when you broke up. That's how you're still describing them. And I know that because you wouldn't be wanting them to apologize to you and do all that shit because you're still choosing and selecting the version of them that broke up with you. Why would you want that? Why the fuck would you choose that version? No. So you guys need to describe them only in a way that you expect them to be for you now, the person that you want them now. That's very, very important. This is why most likely nothing has been happening because you are still expecting old version of them. the version that they are now, the one that's not talking to you, the one that's doing all that stuff, is you're still thinking of them that way. You need to start only describing them as your perfect person. Like he's a good ass man. He's my perfect boyfriend. You know, while robotically affirming for what it is that you want. Because there's people now that I've talked to that get one-on-one coaching with me that they actually describe their boyfriends. This is where you guys have to remember. They actually describe their boyfriends, because none of you have exes, okay? They actually describe their SP very good. Very good. So therefore, their SP is showing up in their life exactly as that person, but doesn't want to commit. Yeah, because that's the part they left out. But their inner conversations, their description alone of their SP, just like mine, is good. So therefore, their SP is actually in their life. They're in contact. They talk, just not on a romantic level. But that's where I'm saying, if you would just do that, you'll start to get contact. You'll start to get movement, because that's how you're describing them, as your perfect person. And then you take it to the next fucking level, because we don't settle around here. Okay. And Aran, I mean, you don't need to robotic affirm your life away. Okay, we don't need to do that. But you feel that your SP is guaranteed. So if you actually, I don't know what SP is guaranteed means. You need to believe he's coming now. Okay, like he's here now. Okay, and you don't have to robotic affirm your life away. I do it to discipline my mind. Right? I do it for me. Okay. And you guys should all be robotically affirming for you, because you guys know where you falter the most. Okay. You know where you falter the most. You know where your weak spot is. And if you can't discipline your thoughts, then I robotic affirm, because I don't want to give anything time to get in there. Okay. But if you don't want to do that, every time you think about your SP, you better think about him in a way that you want him to be for you. Okay, you better only be describing him internally throughout the day as that person every time you think about him. Okay, every time you think about that person, because if you know that you're together and you know that it's a for sure thing, if throughout the day you're like, but he's not here yet, then you don't know. Okay, and so that's where I said you need to be honest with yourself. So go throughout your day, and you'll know if you should be robotic affirming, okay? Because if you're having thoughts questioning, not fully like knowing, you're looking and you're doing stuff like that, you're worried, you're doubting in any way, you're speaking to the opposite, you're describing him in your mind as the opposite, you're expecting the behavior from your old SP, then you don't know, okay? Then affirm. Okay, for the opposite. Okay, but just control. You guys need to pay attention to your whole ass inner fucking conversation. Inner conversation. No, Nadine. Absolutely not. So when he's not answering, I tell myself he's happy that I'm still in contact. No, absolutely not. What do you mean he's happy you're still in contact? No. You should not be affirming but for anybody but you. Like, he's happy, I'm still, no, bitch. He loves to hear from me, okay? If he's not answering, he's just busy right now, but he is going to call you back. He's going to call you back any minute. That's what you need to tell yourself. Like, oh, he's just busy right now, but he loves talking to me, so he's going to call you back any minute. That's what you need to be telling yourself. Not that he's happy you're still in contact, because still in contact is implying that you're not together. Right? I'm still in contact with my homies. But, constant contact is with your SP. So that's instead, it's just a little wordsmithing we got to change here, okay? I don't know what? I can't again, but 3P is in the way. Nope, what 3P? That gutter trash doesn't exist, okay? As long as you can have him back right now, if you would eliminate the obstacle, okay? You have to see the 3P as not, first of all, you have to see the 3P as not being an obstacle standing in between you. Now, you have to view the 3P as not being the reason you and your SP are not together. Because that's going to remain true for you is, oh, well, this person's a problem. So must be true. Must be true. Right? And so because your subconscious mind is going to prove you right. So you're literally keeping the 3P in the picture. So this is where the petty version of me comes into play. And I say, get rid of the hoe. Bye, bitch. Because it's, I would never come on here and say ignore. Obviously, whoever says that stupid advice has never dealt with a 3P. Because how the fuck do you ignore a whole ass person? Especially when you know about them. In fact, it's usually the opposite, right? Now you start thinking about that bitch all the time. Fuck her. So you need to believe that you're better than the 3P, that she's a gutter rat, gutter trash, belongs back in the dumpster where she came from. Okay? That's the first thing you're gonna decide. And second thing is, remember, this is where we use the law to bend in our favor, okay? We use the law to benefit us. So you want to change how you see said 3P. So you can do this a couple ways. Ask yourself, what is the one thing, what are some qualities in a woman that your SP can't fucking stand? What are like his biggest pet peeves? What doesn't he like about women? Right? No, but that's not the 3P. That is now the 3P. Like, she's a bitch. Like, she is a total bitch. Describe her this way. Like, she said, I told everybody that would listen. Like, she's a bitch. Like, she has serious anger problems. Like, she's just an angry ass person. Like, she just can't stop arguing. Like, she's a bitch and she's just an angry ass person. She's like, she's evil. Like, she is not a good person. Like, because remember, she's not going to show up that way to everybody, okay? It's not like, well, then she's not going to be a good person to all of society. No, just your SP. Just your SP. Because all of a sudden, she must show up based on your assumptions of her. So if you assume that she's a bitch and he fucking hates her, and he can't stand her, and she's crazy, then that will be true. So it becomes a lot easier to affirm and get your SP if we eliminate the obstacle, right? If we eliminate the first obstacle. So like I said, past 2 days now, is here's SP and 3P. If you keep acknowledging 3P and you keep comparing yourself to 3P and you keep thinking that he loves 3P and that he likes her more than you and all that shit, you're keeping him right here. But if you start changing her identity and assumption of her as a person and saying, nope, she's a bitch. She's a complete bitch. She has super anger issues, like seriously. Then they start to build a wedge. He starts to now see her that way because she starts to have anger problems and become very, very fucking bitchy. And he doesn't like that. So he starts to pull away. Now you affirm against 3P and say, he can't fucking stand her. He's disgusted by her. He wants nothing to do with her. He fucking hates her ass. Yeah, you can literally just say that one. He hates her. He fucking hates her. He can't stand her. The more you affirm for that, the more that wedge grows. The more he now literally, and he will literally affirm, he will confirm exactly what you're affirming, especially with 3Ps. That's the fun part. When you hear him saying what you've been affirming for. And then the pivot. While you're still, because you're still affirming for you and SP. So now, here he comes. Right on home. Right on home to mama. And that gutter rat trash gets taken out to the fucking dumpster. Yeah. Very easy. Very easy. And in my opinion, it's very fun. I'm just fucking petty. Okay, Mandy. So it's Tuesday, bitch. It's Tuesday. And you said you doubt he will see me this week. Yeah. Okay, and lo and behold, he's not. Okay, well, I'm guessing he told you he's busy. Or he's not saying you're hanging out this week. Fuck that. I don't give a shit. I don't care what the fuck he said. It's Tuesday. Change it now. Change it now. Tell yourself something different. Tell yourself something different. But I hope this is a classic sign to all of you that the second you say thinks, like, I doubt he's coming over, he's probably not going to come over, even if he confirms he's coming to see you. And you're like, yeah, right. Something's probably going to come up based on past history. He's going to confirm that too. But the good news is you can change that, and you can change it right now by saying, just kidding. Oh, he's coming to see me this week. Oh, you're coming to see me this week. You are coming to see me this week. You're coming to see me this week, and expect him to come see you this week. Who cares if you just wavered and said something one time? Understand there's a delay. Okay, he may have confirmed that to you. Pivot that shit around, and all of a sudden he's got lots of time that just popped up on his calendar to come see your fucking ass. Change it now. Your SP loves you. We just have different cultures. Well, Irene, in all honesty, a lot of the stupid shit we tell ourselves is dumb, right? So you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. But stop viewing the culture as being an obstacle, okay? Stop viewing you having two different cultures as being an obstacle at all. I mean, really, technically, you can change his culture. You can change anything about anybody. So if you want him to all of a sudden be a part of your culture, he doesn't have a choice. It'll be his decision. I mean, he will think it's his decision, excuse me. Okay, he will think it's his decision, but it's not. Okay, it's yours. So, but do not view this as a circumstance, okay? Do not view that as a circumstance at all. Because the reality is, you wouldn't have started dating him if you viewed that as an obstacle. Okay? Initially. But over time, during a relationship, something happened where probably the culture thing kept coming up. And you started questioning if the cultural difference was an issue. And he confirmed that to you, probably more than once. And so now you're hung up. Now this is how assumptions are created, guys. I told you, this is how assumptions are created. Is you thought about it one time, maybe one time. Like, I wonder if our culture is a problem. Or you've said it to yourself, like, I think the culture difference is causing us to have a little friction. And now he confirms that. And you're like, see, I knew it. Now you took his word for it. And you're like, see, I knew it. So now he confirms it again the next time you argue. And then you think, and every time he confirms, you further step into that assumption. See, I knew it. And now here we fucking are. And now here we are. So we're going to stop doing that. That's what we're going to fucking stop doing that. What the fuck are you, Doodles? What the fuck are you talking about? Your hang up is that you work together and he's more senior. Cool. What, do you want to be more superior? No, fuck that. He takes me out to dinner every day. Why? Because he makes more money than I do. Pivot that shit. Pivot that shit to be like, yeah. And he wants me. The seniority wants my ass because I'm that bitch. You guys need to control that shit and stop giving yourself all these fucking circumstances, because that was who's that person? Irene the Dream, you thought your circumstance was dumb? Doodles, your circumstance is dumb as fuck. Shut up. That is the stupidest circumstance I ever heard in my life. He's more senior at the job. And what? That's right. Got me a man who's gonna financially provide for me. Because he's more senior. We were on a coaching call yesterday, and she found out her girlfriend won a buttload of money in a pool in a game she played. I was like, cool. She just bought your plane ticket to Seattle. Shit, she just booked the whole trip. Make that shit work for you, okay? Toot your horn instead of these stupid ass little circumstances. I understand a 3P more than I understand these dumb ass circumstances you guys are creating. This shit is stupid. Hi, Smiley. As you can clearly tell, I'm way behind. How do we describe them to people that ask us? Okay, Mandy, so I'm going to highly doubt that you're, oh, Tomar, I'm going to respond to you. I'm going to respond to you, hot guy. Don't even trip. I saw your message come across while I was on the live. What was your question again? What's the fucking question again? I forgot. Oh, how do you describe your SP to people who ask? Okay, I don't think somebody, because this would be a weird ass conversation any fucking way. I'll tell you why 2 guys from your past are texting you if you want to know. Okay, so I don't think people are like, so tell me all about your boyfriend. Oh, your daughter has asked how things are going. So you know what? So what I would do is, you don't want to lie, right? But you don't need to go on this whole explanation like, we're still not talking. You know, and go down this whole fucking rabbit hole of the whole story, because your child doesn't need to hear that either, right? Because here's the thing. We also don't want to create assumptions in our children about our SPs, right? Where all of a sudden your daughter no longer likes your SP. That's a problem, okay? Because it'll affect the way she treats him or thinks about him. And then, of course, he's going to show up as that person to her based on her assumptions of him. So we want to protect those. So instead, we want to just literally answer the question like, you know what? We're getting through it. Vague, very vague. Yeah, we're getting through it. You know, it's a process. It's a process. That's it. Very vague. All you have to, that's all you have. That's the only answer that you need to give. Okay. So I hope that helped. Just very vague. That's it. Okay. Now we'll just call you Bear because that's your emoji. Okay. All right. Bear. Now you've said 2 guys from your past are texting you. Now, this has happened to a couple of our members, okay, is where you're giving your command, right? You're giving your command and all of a sudden some people from your past start texting you. Wasn't the girl that you wanted. Oh, baby, I will send you a message, okay? Because if you just joined, girl, first of all, if you just joined while I was on this live, yeah. The confirmation page that it took you to should have literally had my phone number as step 2. You also got an email from me, so search your email for support@knockoutbabe.com. The phone number is also in there. Also, a text was sent. However, if you're international, you probably didn't get that. So there's that part. Or message Jose Cito in the WhatsApp community and ask him for my phone number. He hasn't. Okay. Okay. So yes, Bear, back to you. The reason this happens is because take a look at what you assume to, how would you describe the 2 people from your past that are texting you right now? How would you describe them? Be honest. How would you describe them? You're probably describing them, because this has been the common trend for people that have gotten the wrong people messaging them, is you're probably describing them well, right? Because there was no like ill will, nothing bad happened really, like nothing like that. So your description of them are probably pretty good, which is why they're conforming. I tell you guys this. I fucking tell you guys this. Like, the way you describe them is very important, because this is why you'll get bits and pieces of that version, right? Or all of a sudden you're saying you're contacting me right now and all of a sudden somebody else contacts you. Because your description of them is very different. Where if I probably said, okay, well, let me ask you, those 2 people, those 2 guys from your past that texted you, if you texted them right now, would you know they'd respond? Like, let's forget they texted you, right? Before they text you, if you text them, would you know that they would respond, and would you know how they would respond? That's why they're conforming, okay? Versus the actual one that you want to conform isn't texting you. That is because how would you describe them? How are you describing them now? It's probably very different than the other two, because both people I asked this to, I didn't even have to ask them. I told them exactly why. I said, you describe your SP number 1 very different than SP number 2. Very different, which is why SP number 1, aka the one you don't want, is conforming and the other one is not. Because your description of them are totally different. The bad description, that everything is a problem description, isn't conforming, versus the he's a really great guy description and I know he'd do anything for me description is conforming. So if you're, I'm going to repeat it again. Let me put my breakfast down. I'm going to repeat it again. If you are not fucking seeing movements, that is because you are not describing them in a way that you expect them to be for you. You are bitching in your mind about everything they are right now. They're an asshole. I can't believe they're disrespecting me. That I can't. Or you're thinking about the breakup and who they were at that point in time. And you are describing them in a way that you don't want them to be for you. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? When you know that they must, you out of all people know this. You know that they must show up based on your assumptions of them. That they must conform based on your assumptions of them. You know this. So why do you insist on continuing to describe them as asshole version when you want nice, sweet, loving version, and then wonder why they're not contacting you, they're not doing the things that you're saying, or any of that shit? Do assholes contact you? Do people who have you blocked on the internet and want nothing to do with you fucking contact you out of the blue? No, they don't. But yet, that's how you're describing them. Every fucking day, all day long, you're bitching, bitching, bitching about what they're doing right now and all that shit. And then wondering why they're not contacting you. Why would they? If they want nothing to do with you, why would they contact you? Huh? And if they did, it's probably not going to be what you want them to say. None of you should be contacting your SPs. None of you should be contacting your SPs unless you know exactly what the fuck they're going to say. And you know exactly how they're going to respond. If you don't know how they're going to respond and you do not know what they're going to say, do not contact them. For what? All it's doing is triggering your ass. Why do you keep doing that? I don't want to do anything that triggers me. At all. At all. So I assigned only the meaning that I fucking wanted to everything. Literally everything. Everything was a fucking sign that me and SP are going to be together, that he loves me. Oh yeah, he's thinking about me all day, every fucking day. That's the only sign I gave it. And I had a 3P. They lived one building away. One building from me. So every time they walked out that place together, they were going to Costco, bitch. Yeah. Every time. I don't know where the fuck they were going, but they, in my mind, they were going to Costco. He needs her membership. He doesn't have a membership, so he needs to obviously go to Costco with her because he needs her membership to buy his shit. Yeah, that's where they were going every fucking time I saw them. They're probably, I don't give a fuck. It could have been like 11 a.m. You control everything. And because of that, because that's the meaning I gave that shit, I was fucking right, bitch. Yeah, I was right. I would tell myself, he never goes anywhere, that bitch. Fuck her. Can't even stand being around her. So every time when I was at that pool, and when I tell you I was at that pool, it was like 10 o'clock a.m. at that pool. And I was at that pool till 5 p.m. every fucking day. Every day. Yeah, because I wanted him to see me every fucking day. But every time he opened up those blinds, I was like, and I started calling it too. Because I'd see his blinds open, I'm like, yeah, of course he wants to check me out. That could have very much not been true, but that's not what I was telling myself. Okay? And then I started telling myself that every time I go to that pool, he opens up his blinds. And therefore, every time I went to the pool, you'd see the fucking blinds open. Yeah. And I would methodically put my chair in a place where I knew he would see me because he was in his room. And I knew where that window was, and there was a big ass fucking tree in front of his window. So I would methodically put my chair in a certain position, whether the sun, I don't give a fuck if the sun was hitting this way. Didn't fucking matter. Didn't matter. I wasn't there for the sun. Yeah. I did it over and over and, oh shit, I forgot I had an appointment yesterday. It's probably why they're fucking calling me. Oops. Gotta call them back today. Anyway, so I assigned only the meaning that I wanted, and majority of the time when he would ever leave his place, like when he would leave to go somewhere at like 3, I was like, oh, well, may as well pack it up because he ain't gonna be here anymore. But every time he would leave his place, every time, he would leave alone. And if he ever left with her, they were going to Costco. Oh, they're going to Costco. Where the fuck else would they be going? Costco. And then I'd see he was online. This is all the no contact. And I was like, of course he's online. Why would he want to talk to that fucking bitch? They're walking around Costco and she's just hanging out by her fucking self like a loser broad. Every fucking time. I didn't give a shit. Everything I assigned the meaning I wanted it to mean. I didn't need confirmation. I didn't none of that shit. I assigned only the meaning I wanted it to mean, and I didn't waver from that. Everything I told you, I assigned every fucking thing was a meaning. Every goddamn thing was a meaning. I didn't care. He smokes weed, so he would go on the patio and he'd smoke, and I'd be like, of course he's out here. Why wouldn't he? How else is he gonna get a full bird's eye view of my ass? When he was literally out there to smoke his pot. And then every time I see that gutter trash go out there too, I was like, she's so fucking pathetic. He can't even get away from her. Jesus Christ, she's pathetic. Every time. I didn't give a fuck. Because this is my reality. That's the attitude all of you need to have. Like, fuck that. I'm going to assign whatever meaning I want. Everything's got a meaning. Everything has the meaning that I assign it. Nothing has, I already told you, nothing in your reality has meaning until you give it a meaning. So you should be giving everything they do or don't do the meaning that you want. Only the meaning that you want. You don't have to affirm that shit. You think I walked around town affirming that every time I go to the pool, he opens up his blinds, every time I go to the pool? That's stupid as fuck. No. I didn't do that. I just told myself that. And therefore it would be true. And again, all of you bitches want them to confirm. They will confirm everything you assumed when you're back together. That I guarantee you. You've been all this time assigning negative meaning after negative meaning after negative meaning, wanting them to confirm, and then getting pissed off because they're only confirming your current assumptions. No. When you get back together, you're going to feel stupid as fuck. I told you guys, I don't know why you're wasting all this time, because you're going to feel dumb as fuck. Because the second you guys get back together and you guys are spending time together and having conversations, he's confirming every fucking thing you were affirming for. Everything. My SP confirmed everything that I affirmed for. He didn't tell me when we were in no contact that, oh, hey, he didn't shoot me a message. By the way, every time I opened up my blinds, I was checking your ass out. No. But the funny thing is the minute I gave that a meaning, that was true, but it wasn't true. He wasn't the one necessarily checking me out. It was her that would see me and obsess over me and would argue with him all day long over me when the whole time we were in no contact. Yeah, because that's the meaning I fucking gave it. Everything was about me and my SP. In fact, everything was about me. To be quite honest. But it worked over and over and over again. He would confirm everything I was affirming for with the 3P. He would confirm it after we were back together. He wasn't confirming the shit the whole time we weren't together. But when we got back together and we started talking again, yeah, he'd be like, she's batshit ass crazy. I can't fucking stand her. I'm absolutely disgusted by her. Yeah, I hate her ass. Yeah, he would confirm all of that shit. But he wasn't calling me on the phone on a fucking Tuesday and no contact thing. By the way, I fucking can't stand that bitch. No, but he confirmed it when we started hanging out again. Okay? He started confirming, I've been checking you out. I noticed you're stupid. Yeah, I noticed your crazy ass out there when it's all cloudy, like 2 shakes in the rain. It's about to rain and you're out there fucking sunbathing. He's like, but yeah, he goes, I enjoyed it. I've checked you out. Yeah. He's like, I'd open up my blinds, check you out. Confirmed. He'd go out his balcony. I could see his fucking ass. You could see his little eyes staring over. Of course. Confirmed. All the shit confirmed after we got back together. So stop looking for them to confirm a fucking thing. They don't need to confirm shit. They don't need to confirm shit. All you need to do is confirm. You're the only confirmation needed. Because they must do and they must think whatever the fuck you decide. So everything should have the meaning you decide to give it. And what are you looking for confirmation for? What the fuck are you... Do you understand how delusional that sounds? Do you understand how fucking delusional that sounds? That's as stupid as fuck as you go to the grocery store, getting groceries and looking for confirmation that they're on your fucking kitchen table. That's fucking stupid. Because you're the one assigning meaning to everything. So what you need them to confirm? You're the one that assigned the meaning, so you don't need to... That is your confirmation. I gave it a meaning. Confirmed. Fucking confirmed. Whatever I decide, confirmed. I don't need them to confirm a goddamn thing. Confirm what? I am the confirmation. I gave the order. I assigned the meaning I wanted it to mean. Confirmed. Confirmation done. You send a certified letter? Send it to yourself. Confirmed. You say, you decide what the fuck comes and goes. I was so obsessed with assigning meaning to everything. Everything was a goddamn fucking sign. Thanks, Char. Everything was a fucking sign. The one I wanted. Period. You have fun doing that. I didn't need him to confirm a goddamn thing. Because every time I wanted him to confirm something, it wasn't what I wanted. So I was like, no, I don't need him to confirm shit. Protect yourself. Hot and bothered around here. Protect yourself. You guys should be protecting your feelings at all times. You should protect your feelings at all times. And say, I don't need to message them. For what? What the fuck am I going to message them? Unless it's a, how's your goddamn day going? What are you messaging them saying? Ask yourself that. Go ahead. Be honest with yourself. What the fuck are you messaging them saying? If they left you unread or they didn't reply, that tells me that you're not in a great place in your relationship. So what the fuck was your message? Go ahead. Go ahead. Type it in the comments. What did you message them saying? You probably were groveling. Stop fucking doing that. Groveling, pleading your case, asking questions about your relationship. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Because if you were in a relationship with you and your boyfriend, would you send him a text asking for clarity on your relationship? I don't fucking think so. Actually, I'm pretty positive you wouldn't, because that'd be stupid. Right? If you were actually in a relationship, if you knew you were in a relationship with your boyfriend, would you be groveling at his fucking feet in your text and pleading your case? Pleading your case about what? I don't need to plead shit. I don't care if I was dead ass wrong. I don't care. I do not care if I completely you all caused your breakup, but I don't care if I wild out on his ass and I fucking just ripped him a new one and I really fucked it up. I don't give a shit. You think I'm gonna apologize? Apologize for fucking what? No, I'm not gonna apologize for shit. So none of you should be talking about the past relationship. None of you should be going down, especially not to your SP, for what? What do you want to talk about? Hey, I want to talk about the breakup. I want to talk about why we're not together. Why? That's expecting that behavior. You're expecting to not be with your SP. Stop fucking doing that. Do not text them unless you know they're going to respond. Unless you know how they're going to respond. Don't fucking text them. And assign nothing but positive meaning to fucking everything. I don't give a shit. I take delusion to the whole nother level. I take delusion to a whole nother level. Like, what do you want? I'll be delusional about the whole goddamn thing. Everything has meaning to everything. It's cloudy today. That's because he's thinking about me. I literally will make it sunny. And he laughs. He's like, did you pray to the sun gods? Because I will literally be like, he'll be like, it's not sunny weather at the pool. I'm like, what are you talking about? The sun's coming out today. When did an hour sun come out? I take delusional to a whole nother level because this is my reality. This is my fucking reality. Yeah, if you're wrong, so fucking what? So what? He's over that shit. He's completely over it. He's completely forgot all about it. You have to do that. You have to do that because reminiscing down the past, it's not going to help anything. It's not going to help anything. If you know you were wrong, then learn from that, right? Whatever you did that was wrong, learn from that, right? So it doesn't repeat itself, so you don't do it again. But you don't need to go to him and apologize. For what? We never broke up. We've always been together. What the fuck do I need to apologize for? Okay, now when you're in a relationship and you have a disagreement, you should apologize if you're wrong, right? But you don't need to grovel and plead your case over that shit. And you can acknowledge you're wrong. Like today, I left my boyfriend's car doors unlocked in the morning. Like, get the fuck over it. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I said, ugh, I'm sorry, but do you think I spent the rest of the morning fucking like, is he mad at me? I wonder if he's fucking mad at me. Like, is he pissed off at me? Like, I really fucked this one up. Like, you can't do that. See, that's the problem. Okay, that's the problem. Same with arguments, same with disagreements is when you're in a relationship, yeah, okay, have a disagreement. You're gonna disagree sometimes, but move the fuck on. But instead, what you bitches do is you argue, and then you carry that whole ass argument, like you're done communicating verbally, but just to argue with yourself right up in here. Fuck that bitch. I don't know who the fuck he thinks he's talking to. I can't believe he just said that shit to me. And you're thinking about all the things he just said during the argument. And you're like, oh my God, like I really screwed up. I don't even know if he loves me anymore. Like, is he that mad at me? You're carrying in the whole argument still happening. You ended it verbally, but the whole shit is still going on up in here. And then if you're a lady, and don't lie to yourself, you know, you'd be arguing up here for a long ass fucking time. The guy is over it in like 2 whole hot ass seconds. Guys get over shit really fast, okay? Where they're like they're over it. But you bitches are not. Oh, you're not over it. So you'll walk away, right? And he goes about his life. Now he's sitting on the couch, right? He's sitting on the couch watching something on TV, and here you come back again. Here you fucking come back again. 30-minute break. Intermission. Round 2. Here we go. You still want to talk about it. You still want to fucking talk about it. You still want to talk about it. And he's like, and now you're like, see, you don't even give a shit. Yeah. Why are you breathing life into that shit? Right? And you're going round 2. Tit for tat for tit for tat for tit. And then you know what you don't do? You don't let that shit die. So the next day, you're back to normal until you fucking argue again. And guess what you're bringing up? The shit from the previous argument, the shit from the previous argument, and the shit from the previous argument. Oh yeah, you ain't let that shit go. That's your problem in relationships. That's your problem in relationships. So that's where you need to start practicing now. You need to start practicing now, disciplining your mind and disciplining how you react to shit. Because when you get into a relationship, what are you gonna react all over again? Carry the whole shit all over again? Nothing's fucking changed? No, you need to change. Okay? You need to change your assumptions of them, but you need to stop reacting. Like all of this shit you're doing now, you did in your relationship just on a whole nother level. And all the shit you did in your relationship. And you're still doing it now. You need to stop. We need to break the pattern so that when they come back, because they're going to come back, if you stick with me, they're coming back. And they're coming back fucking right now because I don't wait for shit around here. And neither do you, bitches. So they come back. What are you going to do this shit all over again? Because you still can't not react. You still can't discipline your goddamn mind and control your goddamn thoughts. You think that you just need to discipline your mind and control your thoughts and not react to get your SP back? This is life lessons, bitches. You need to learn how to do all that shit in general. Because that's part of your problem. That's part of your problem in a whole lot of areas of your life. You lack the discipline. It ain't just to get your SP back. You got to keep them. And the only way you can do that is by practicing now. So when that man comes back in 3 days, if you do what I fucking say, he'd be back before the weekend. Or by the weekend. Yeah, he'd be back by Valentine's Day. If you did everything I fucking said to the letter of the law, it literally, you'd have your SP back by the weekend. And I swear to God, I will fucking buy a plane ticket and I will come to your fucking city and I'll beat your ass up if you fucking lose them again. because you haven't learned to discipline your mind. And you haven't learned to not react. And when I say I'll beat your ass up, I'm bringing my bestie. I don't fight. But that bitch, oh, she loves to fight. Yeah. She was waiting for that 3P. Like when she came by, I saw her drive by. My bestie was like, oh, if she ever shows up at your door, keep her there for a minute. I'll be right over. She's ready to rock her world. That's what besties do. Yes, I'll bring my bestie to come beat your ass up, because I ain't tolerating this shit from you. You need to start disciplining your fucking self. Because unfortunately, all you're gonna do is end in heartbreak all fucking over again, because you can't discipline yourself now. You can't not react in your thoughts. I didn't say you don't need to react in general, but you got to get your thoughts in check. Okay, like I'm dead ass fucking serious, to the level of like, okay, they say something you don't like, okay, because I'm not saying okay in here, bitch. But I'll keep you guessing. And the good news is, this is why I tell you guys that SPs are the easiest for you to manifest, okay? Because they're spiritually asleep. They're totally spiritually asleep. So, see, do you guys see how great manifesting is? Every day, somebody compliments me on looking young. Because if you bitches have been with me, SP is specific person, typically an X. Or it could be whoever you want. So, okay, don't take it that way. But every time somebody compliments me on my young, you guys know what I say, right? Every day, I've never looked a day over 20, right? So, thank you for pointing that out. Iman's dog. Don't get on my fucking bad side. I see Lisa do. That's exactly what I fucking say. But don't get on my bad side, because I'm working on my hands. I'm working on my hands right now. So I'm figuring out the right one to do for that. But you guys can't let your assumptions, you can't let other people sway your assumptions, okay? Because you can't let other people sway your assumptions, because they do, where people will have you thinking differently about yourself, right? Because somebody said some shit, and now all of a sudden that's affected your self-concept, right? So same thing, like we're all human, right? So my boyfriend's always said the same thing. He's like, you look great. Like that's what pissed that 3P off too, because she tried to poke fun of my age. Like as if there's a huge ass age gap. I mean, I guess he's 38, I'm 44. It's not that big of a deal, right? Anyway, she tried to balk and make fun of my age. And my SP, of course, he didn't confirm this until after we got back together, but he would laugh. He'd be like, well, she looks good for her age. I know what you'll look like at her age. And she gets so fucking mad. Yeah, bitch. Checkmate. And now who's he in love with? Me. Who's he marrying? Me. Yet he always also would comment on my hands. He's like, you look great. He's like, everything about you is great. He goes, but your hands are, he's like too much sun damage. So therefore now I'm working on changing that shit, because I don't like them either. Hand modeling is not going to be in my cards right now until if anybody has a good, like, what's a good thing for, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to have to think about that. What's a good affirmation for hands? I don't know. I'm going to have to give that one a good thinking. Okay. Can I please tell all the steps to change things by Valentine's Day, please? Okay. You need to manifest, you need to know, okay? Like, that's what somebody was asking me on my coaching call today and said, is it possible to get him back by Valentine's Day? or her back by Valentine's Day. I said, yeah, look, the timing is entirely up to you, whether you get them back today or you get them back 8 years from now. The timing is entirely up to you. But I suggest that you manifest everything on a time crunch, right? Like, I have 72 hours to manifest this shit. Challenge your guys' self. For anything you want to manifest, it's like, I have 72 hours to manifest this into my reality. No more. Right? Just tell yourself that and encourage yourself to say, if I only had 24 hours, oh, that's a good idea. I'll just do the whole skin. That's a good idea. Anyway, sorry. If I had 72 hours to manifest my SP back, what would I do? I don't think you'd waver. Okay. If you want to manifest anything on a time crunch, you have to decide. Okay. This is how I manifested the last leg on my manifestation journey. Okay, or for my SP, should I say. I called the date. I dated it. And I was off by 5 whole last minutes. I'll take that loss any day. Okay, I was literally off by less than 5 minutes. I didn't collect the fucking time. But anyway, although I will tell you though, when he showed up, I did look at the time, and I don't remember what the time was. Because I'm like, damn, I'm good. So, you literally have to make the decision like I did. And I said, I'm not going to waver. Like, I want this so bad that I'm not going to waver. I don't give a fuck. I didn't say you're never going to have a negative thought. Thanks, Bengal. Like, that's ridiculous to say. Okay? So instead, I was like, I'm not going to waver. Anytime I will flip every goddamn thought all day long for the next 3 days. If I have to flip every thought that comes to my head on the spot, I will. If I have to affirm as much as humanly possible, I will. I didn't have to change my description of my SP because I didn't have a bad description of my SP, right? I always described him as a good person, as a great man. Okay, so for you, if you aren't describing them that way, then you need to start describing them that way and only that way, like who you expect them to be for you, right? And just know, like, I don't give a shit. Oh, it is a bow. It is a bow because it was the only thing that could cover up my tattoo. Because I'm so ridiculous, on a side note, that I got an ex's name 3 times on my body. Because, God forbid, once wasn't enough. Fucking stupid. But now I have a big rising phoenix on my back because I got his name this fucking big. Fucking stupid. Anyway. Anyway. So, you're going to decide, I want, this man is coming right now. Like that, I've waited long enough and I'm fucking all done waiting. So, I'm going to decide that I will not waver. I don't give a fuck if it's 11 p.m. on Friday night. No. I declare the date. We're getting back together by Valentine's Day. We are getting back together on Valentine's Day. Period. I don't give a shit. So I am not going to waver. I don't need to check what? I don't need to check. I don't need to question. I'm not going to doubt. I don't need confirmation. I am just going to persist in knowing that we're back together on Valentine's Day. That is the day that I'm declaring, and I will not waver, and I will affirm as much as I fucking can all day long because that's what I want. And I'm not going to worry about the how. I'm not going to do any of that shit at all. Period. That's literally what I did. Okay. And so therefore, because I told you guys on my last leg of manifesting, I was looking for him to confirm. Because I feel like he would lure me into wanting him, needing him to confirm. Because he'd be like, I'm kicking her out this Saturday. Like, she's got to go. Like, I cannot live like this. Like, I don't even leave my room because I'm so miserable. Like, I don't even like all of that stuff, right? And he's like, I'm kicking her out by this Saturday. And I'd be like, okay. I didn't even ask. Okay. Well, I mean, I did. He'd be like, Saturday. Okay, great. So it would get to like Thursday. And I'd be like, so where are we at in this whole kicking her out thing? And you know what she would do? Ooh, how pretty. And you know what he would react with? I told you it's going to happen, but this needs to be on my time, okay? Like, you need to, like, I told you this is going to happen, but just not right now. That was his reaction. When he's the one that told me the day he was kicking her out. Okay. But that was because I would waver. And we did this, I think like 2 or 3 times. And I would waver, and it would set it back where he's like, where he'd be like, we'd still be talking, but all of a sudden he's like, I don't talk to my friends every day. So we'd have to I'm like, okay, well, I don't know who the fuck you're referring to as a friend, but I know you ain't talking about me, bitch. Because this is just my personality. So it's just like, okay. But I'm the opposite power. So I'd look at his picture and I'd rampage. Oh, you text me good morning every motherfucking day. I don't know what the fuck you think this shit is. That's what I'm saying. None of you guys should be reacting to shit. Fine, I'll give you that pass when you were in your relationship with your SP because you didn't know the law. But now that you do, why the fuck you're reacting to shit? You should be laughing at the shit that they're saying and the shit that they're doing. Because you should be like, that's so cute that you feel that way. Let me change that shit. You're so cute. You think you have fucking free will. You got me fucked up. Oh my God, you said that because you're so in love with me? Yeah, that's literally the attitude you guys should be having. Oh, I'm not liking that, so let me change that shit about you. Okay? And you should all have that attitude. But if you would commit to exactly what the fuck I just said, you will have your SP by Valentine's Day. You absolutely 100% will have your SP by Valentine's Day, but you cannot react. You cannot do any of that because when I made that decision and I said, oh no, he's moving in with me by Tuesday. That's it. I picked a date at random. I don't know why Tuesday, but he's moving in with me on Tuesday. And sure enough, it was Wednesday at 12:00 something, less than 12:05. And that man was standing over me saying, I gotta live here. Absolutely. You can rampage in your mind, girl. Yeah, you can. Everything can be done in your mind. Okay, everything can be done in your mind. Okay, and if you don't have, everything can be done in your mind, and there's nobody in this fucking world that's going to convince me that they don't have any privacy. Unless you're in jail. You have to be in jail to not have privacy, okay? If somebody was saying that they're always around people, right? Well, I found 3 places that she spent that I guarantee she's not around fucking people. Okay. I literally was like, okay, you're around people. She's like, that's exactly one of them. Thank you, Angela. You get it, sister. I was literally because she was like, I'm around people all day long. So it's really hard for me to affirm. I said, bitch, there's one place, seeing as you're not with your SP at the current second, there's one fucking place that I can guarantee you're alone. It's called every time you take a goddamn shower. And every time you go to the bathroom. So I'd be making up at times I gotta go to the bathroom. Excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom. And just sit on the toilet, right? Or take your ass for a walk. Take your ass for a walk. Oddly enough, because this is just how I work, I guess, is when we were not together, I would rampage on a walk. Why I didn't rampage in my own place, I don't fucking know. But that was just what I did. Is rampage. Rampage is robotic. No, rampaging is where you are so fed up with the goddamn situation where you take your set of affirmations and every other fucking affirmation you could think of. Anything you want from that person and you rampage that shit. So you're like, he is so fucking obsessed with me. Say with a little authority. He is so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's always calling and texting me. He's constantly spending time with me. He'll do anything to be with me. He literally worships the ground that I walk on. He loves to fucking spoil me. He's constantly taking me out on dates. He buys me flowers every goddamn week. I can't even get a minute alone because that man is blowing my shit up. He literally will do anything to be with me. So you're going and you're taking a lot. You guys can literally take all 25 of the affirmations I gave you and rampage that shit. He texts me good morning every single fucking day. You should all be saying that shit. I said that shit. I didn't affirm it. I did not robotically affirm that. Okay, that was because I want movement, and I like to do things to continuously remind myself that I'm the fucking boss. And so when I would rampage, I would only rampage twice a day, and I would tell him. And part of that was always you text me good morning every single fucking day. Yeah. And you can look at their picture. You can use the photo method and look at their picture and be like, and just rampage that shit. Don't worry about word for word verbatim. It doesn't matter, because you would never have a conversation with the 5 people and have it be word for word the same, right? So don't worry about that shit. But one of them was always, you text me good morning every single day. Therefore, it'd be 2 p.m. and he would text me good morning. And I know he was awake before that. Because when I go on my walks, like, it's hard to not know when he's on his balcony, because he sounds like he's coughing up a fucking lung. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I love good 3P. What we got here? Federica. How to fight. I don't love a good 3P. Not in that sense. I don't want to throw that out there. But I love to banish those bitches to the dumpster. How to fight against the pain that things cause you with 3P. It hurts. I'm human. Of course, that's what you guys need to realize. That's why I can't stand these law of attraction people that are like being high vibe all the fucking time. You cannot be sad. What the fuck are you talking about? It's normal to miss somebody. It's normal to cry when you think about somebody. Like, and that's where I don't know why this shit people think is a bad thing. So if your boyfriend, if your SP was to literally leave and go out of town for a week, you're not going to miss him? You might not cry? Like, that stuff is normal. But you affirm through that shit. You affirm through it. Okay? If you are having a... I gotta recreate that video. I'll recreate that video because I don't know where the fuck it is on my page. But you can go over to my YouTube channel, and I think the thumbnail is something like, get rid of a 3P fast. Some shit like that. Well, I break it down for you, okay? 3Ps they cause a lot of pain, because all you can do is think about what they're doing with said 3P, right? And that hurts, right? But one thing you need to do is not see the 3P as being better than you. You can't do that, okay? Like, you cannot see the 3P as being competition, because the fuck, they're called a third party. They're not invited to your show, okay? On top of that, remind yourself of things every fucking day, like, he was with me first. What the fuck are you talking about? Competition? Competition. No one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. No one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. No one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. You need to do that when it comes to 3Ps, okay? Because you need to believe, and you need to create the assumption that no one compares to you. No one compares to me. Why the fuck would he want gutter trash when he can have fucking caviar? Know what I'm saying? I don't think my boyfriend likes to eat out of a... Hold on. Excuse me. I don't think my boyfriend would prefer to eat out of a dumpster when he could fucking go to Ruth Chris and have steak. AKA you. Right? You need to see yourself as that person. And stop thinking about what they're doing together, that they like them, because that's where the pain is coming from, okay? The pain is coming from you feeling like they're creating memories with this person, that they love this person more than me, that they care about this person more than me, that they're out there, you know, he's doing all the things we did together, they're now doing together. That's where the pain's coming from, okay? Because if you started telling yourself the opposite, like, he can't stand that hoe, fuck her. He can't stand her, he's disgusted by her, he wants nothing to do with her, he literally fucking hates her ass. That makes you feel better. I mean, at least that's for me. Where I'm like, no one compares to me. First of all, she didn't compare to me on any level of my life, okay? And still doesn't. And she knows it. But when you come from that perspective, okay, and you don't view them as competition, and you affirm that he doesn't like her and he hates her ass and all that, that has to become true. And so it makes you feel better. It makes you feel better. And on top of that, choose the gutter trash right away. Bye. Bye, bitch. Saya fucking Nara. And let the door hit your fucking ass on the way out. Yeah, that's how you have to look at it. That's how you have to look at it. And so don't worry about it, because the only reason you're feeling that pain is because you're viewing her as a threat. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because here's what I want you to remind yourself. You know about the law, so you know that you can leverage it. Okay? Most people just teach you the law. I teach you how to play chess and fucking win. How to make it work in your favor so that you get what you want. I'm totally fine doing that. I don't give a fuck. If that means I gotta be petty, I'm gonna be petty. Because I know how the law works. So I'm gonna make it work for me. Like, duh. And you know yourself better than anybody, right? So you know where you go wrong. So you're like, okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm gonna make this shit work for me. Knowing my flaws and all. Okay, and cutting that pain and putting her, because you have to remember, you know about the law, she doesn't. 3P doesn't. So you know you control everything. So she very much, just like in my situation, she was very much viewing me as competition. As being better than her. I mean, she's fucking right, but you know. But she used to view me, she still does to this day, guys. Why the fuck would she be talking about me on her social media to her whole 308 fucking people that give a shit what she has to say? Why the fuck would she be watching my videos on YouTube? Why? I certainly would never watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would she be doing that? Because she very much views me as competition. And she's damn ass right. No, sorry. She very much views me as being better than she, of being everything she's not. And she's very much right. And my SP confirmed that. Again, bitch, you don't need him to confirm a damn thing, because he confirmed that after. Where she literally would ask him. Because again, they're trying to force change in the 3D. You know that you can't do that. So let the gutter trash continue to try and force change. Because you can't do that and it backfires, right? So anyway, so she, so that's what I would do is push through the pain, okay? Don't worry about the emotion. Affirm right through that shit and know that she very much feels threatened by you. That in her opinion, you're better than her because you had him first. Remind yourself of that shit. She's jealous of you, bitch. She is jealous of you. But you, jealous of her? Get the fuck out of here. Never. Get her trash. The 25 affirmations, Mandy, would be in the members area. I also sent you guys an email last week that said VIP goodies. I also put them in a Google Drive. Okay, so they're in a Google Drive. But you send me a text if you can't find them. I'll go ahead and hook you up, sis. Okay. Yes, Naomi, you can say your SP is your perfect boyfriend. Like, he is the perfect boyfriend. Because your subconscious mind knows what that is for you. So, like, for me, that's exactly what I do. Is I affirm we're great. He's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. And therefore we do. Because that must push out, right? And you'll see that show up. But I swear to God, if you guys stop, if you guys keep assigning negative ass meaning to shit and viewing everything as a circumstance, I'm gonna block your ass. I'm gonna block your ass. Because I know how much that fucking annoys you. I'm gonna open up your text and I'm gonna leave you on red for a solid 24 hours. So therefore you could focus about me leaving you on red instead of your fucking SP leaving you on red. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a good ass idea. I'm gonna put you in red jail. Yeah, bitch, play with me. Play with me. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you've heard it the 50,000 times I mentioned it every day on my TikTok. I'm petty as fuck, ho, so I will do it. Oh, I will do it. Because I'm petty. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good idea. I could search. I don't know. Can you let me know in the comments? Can you search people's email addresses on can you search for people's email addresses on YouTube? I want to know. Cool, Layla. Layla. By the way, Layla is beautiful, by the way. Okay, he's back, but he's telling me I don't give a fuck what he's telling you. And why the fuck do you care what he's telling you? Bitch, you were on yesterday's call. Why do you give a fuck what he's telling you? I don't want to give you hope. Okay, cool. That's cool because I don't need hope. I don't need hope. Allow me to introduce my fucking self. That's what you need to do. Because you're right. You said, okay, perfect. Now in your fucking mind, I don't give a fuck what he said. Oh no, he's committed to me. He's committing to me right now. He's begging to be with me. He literally will do anything to be with me. We're getting back together right now. He is ready to commit to, he's going to commit to me right now. He's only loyal, faithful, and committed to me. I'm the only one he wants a relationship with right now. Who gives a fuck what he just said? Your response was great. Now, tell him what the fuck his shit is. Because I don't want to give you hope. Hope? Please, bitch. I'll decide if you give me hope or not. I won't. You certainly will not be the one deciding. I tried giving you free will, letting you decide. Apparently you need some fucking help. But remember, he's only reflecting your inner conversations, okay? He's only reflecting what you're expecting from him. So if you're expecting him to not want to be with you, that's why he's saying what he's saying. If you're questioning, does he want to, he's back, but does he want a relationship? That's why he's saying what he's saying. Don't do that. Control it. Control it. Girl, he's there. Get him. Reel him in. You hooked him. Now process it. Go get your fish, bitch. What I miss? Somebody not in the WhatsApp group? Oh, okay. We got a lot of new people here. So real quick, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jen. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach all things law of assumption, mainly SPs around here, to manifest anything and everything that you desire. I know that fucking sounds good to you because you've been hanging out here on my live. So go ahead right now. Click that fucking follow button. Do it now. Do it right now. Oh, wait. Also, I go live every single day at 10 a.m. Pacific time, with the exception of Sunday. My daughter has a birthday party, and she wants to go to a birthday party for the drama. She doesn't even like the chick. I was like, do you have to buy her a gift? Because you don't even like her. But I love me a good drama because that girl's annoying, and so I can't wait to see her mom. So I probably won't be going live because I'm going to be with my girlfriend. Yeah, Sunday I will not be going live, but it doesn't matter because every day I post the replays on the two of you, so you can always catch the replay there. And while you're there, subscribe to my channel and be sure to also play those videos in the background. You can mute the volume. Help me get my watch hours up. Okay. Also, I do offer one-on-one coaching. It's not expensive. Literally, you can book a one-on-one session with me. It's less than $100 because I want to help as many people as possible. I did just bring back my COO, and I made it very clear to him that I will not be upping my prices. Because I want to help you guys, because I'm really tired of seeing all these people charging you thousands of dollars to not get your SP back. You got to be fucked up. I told her, go get her money back. You got to pay me $100 and I would have totally gotten your SP back, not 10,000 fucking dollars later. Get out of here. You don't need a psychic either, okay? Links are all in the bio. So grab your spot now. It's fire. I have a way. It's a very big superpower of mine of letting you fucking ramble on about your past and current situation. And I'll tell you exactly where the hell you're going wrong so you can get your shit right and tight. Okay, also I do offer, and that if you do book a one-on-one session, it does come with 30 days of tech support because I need to know what's going on. Are you running into any obstacles? Have you been doing what I'm saying? And I gotta check your ass, keep you in line, okay? So also there's that. You can also just get tech support with me for 30 days, where it's literally $20, guys, okay? I'm like the low price leader in every fucking thing. So you can go ahead and get tech support where you can have me in your pocket. You can ask me anything you want. I prefer voice notes. I need voice notes, okay? Because voice notes are how I pull out what the fuck is wrong, okay? And I really don't like reading. So there's that. Or you can say, you know what? Do you? I don't want to give a shit, okay? But you have me, you get my personal cell phone number, and we talk. We work towards what it is that you want. This is not exclusive to SPs. You want more money? I'm good at it. You want to lose weight? I'm good at that too. Lost over 100 pounds in 11 months, no diet, no exercise. I've helped, you want to talk business success? We can do that too. I'm very good at that too. I've helped over 82 people reach 7 figures in their business in a short amount of time, okay? So I know how to do it all. I don't teach what I don't know. There we go. Also, I have a free WhatsApp community where right now it's free because I barely got the order form up for the freaking tech support, okay? Let alone the WhatsApp community. It will be turning into a paid community for $7 a month. Right now it is free. If you get in there before it turns to paid, oh, you get that too as my client though. But if you get in there before it is paid, I'm not going to kick you out. That's fucking stupid. No. Then you get it for free. You ain't ever have to pay $1. Even when it turns to paid, you will never have to pay anything. Anybody new that wants to procrastinate is going to have to get some skin in the game. Okay? And so, yeah, go join that shit. It's very active in there. Okay? And I do go in that group a couple times a day and check your asses because I got to read through all the messages. Okay? Alrighty. Now that that's out the way, let's get back to what the fuck we were talking about. Oh, actually, yeah, fuck that. Ignore the 3P. In what reality? Like, obviously, you've never dealt with a 3P, bitch. Because all these manifestation coaches that are like, just ignore the 3P. What are you? Okay, clearly you've never had one because how are you supposed to ignore that shit? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. Okay. So we're going to do this one more time right now because I got a jet in an hour. I got 2 coaching calls coming up. Okay. We're doing the photo method because I got to go to the bathroom. Okay. And that's what we do. Okay. So in case you're new here, the photo method, and right after this, I will give you guys your reminder on how you can leverage the photo method because it works very fast, but how you can use it to speed up your manifestation, especially for those of you who are expecting to get your SPs before, Valentine's Day. That's coming up. Okay. Okay. So you're going to pull up the picture of your SP. You're going to look him dead ass in his face and you're going to tell them what to do. Now, you are not going to ask them for permission. You are not going to expect them to do the opposite. You are going to expect them to conform. They're going to expect the behavior that you want from them, not the behavior that you've been getting from them. Okay. That's what you have to understand. Nadine, bitch. Why the fuck are you sending him? Why in the hell are you sending him messages asking to meet you? The only reason you should ever be sending that message, we're taking a little side note. The only reason you should be sending that message is if you know that he'll say yes. So if you're in constant communication, and will soon, I don't know what the fuck, have you been paying attention, bitch? Have you been paying attention? No. He's going to come see you right now. He doesn't have a fucking choice. You're giving him a choice. You're giving him a choice. He just hasn't seen your message yet, okay? He just hasn't seen your message yet. He just totally forgot to reply. He totally forgot to reply. He's checking his calendar right now to make sure he's available, and of course he is. Why wouldn't he? So he's checking his calendar right now so he can pick a date. That's the attitude you need to fucking have. And stop fucking doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Anyway, pull up the phone right now. And you're going to look at them. If you are in no contact with your SP, you're going to affirm for contact. Now, we are commanding as if we expect the contact. I don't give a fuck if they have you blocked on everything. I don't give a shit if you've messaged them and they haven't replied. You haven't heard from them in 85 years. I don't give a shit about any of that. It doesn't matter. The only reason why they haven't replied or done any of that is because you continue to expect that behavior from them. You continue to expect that if I text them, they're not going to reply. And I know you expect that because you're questioning and wondering if he's going to reply. That means you're not expecting him to reply. Okay? So we are selecting only the version of our SPs that we expect. The ones that we love, the ones that we want to be with. That's the version that we are only expecting to show up in our lives. So that fucking perfect version of your perfect goddamn boyfriend, of course he fucking texts you. Why the fuck wouldn't he? If you're not expecting him to text you that, or you're not sure if he's going to text you, that is because you are still expecting old asshole version. The current version that's showing up now. Not anymore. Not anymore. Right now, I want you right now to commit that you are only selecting the new version, the best version, your perfect person. That is it. And in your world, last time I checked, your perfect person messages you. And you know he messages you. You don't check for shit because you just know. You just know when you're in a relationship with somebody, of course you expect him to text you. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? You don't check. Like, I don't think you're sitting there at work at 10 a.m. Like, I don't know, has he texted me today yet? No, you don't. In fact, you probably know that when you look at your phone, of course, there's a lovely text sitting there. That's called expectation. Right now, you are expecting them to show up how they are currently showing up. But remember, they're only not showing up based on your assumptions of them. They're only playing the part that you are assigning them. So right now, assign them a different fucking part. Assign them a different role. They're absolutely texting me. Why the fuck wouldn't they? Of course they're texting me. They're absolutely going to text me right now. And you're going to give that command. You're going to put on your fucking crown and you're going to say your command. You're contacting me right now. You are texting 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 me right now. Period. I don't give a fuck about a circumstance. None of that shit matters. They're texting you right now. You need to expect them to do what you say. Expect the loving, nice, and perfect person to show up and text you, because that is who you're expecting to show up. That is who you're expecting them to be for you. And they will do it. And they will do it very fucking fast. Very fast. Okay? Now, if you're in constant contact with your SP, hey, queen. If you're in constant contact with your SP, then you're going to move to the next step and you're going to command them to come and see you. You're coming to see me right now. You are 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 coming to see me right now. Period. Period. And you're going to expect them to find time on their calendar and come fucking see you right now. Do you understand? Oh, girl, you one step up because you guys live together. How do you behave when you see him texting? Well, that'd be like me. Well, how would you behave if he is your boyfriend texting? I don't think when you're in a relationship, they just don't answer the guy. They just don't ever touch their phone, do they? Only you assign meaning to everything. Only you assign meaning to everything. So every time you see him texting, you're like, he's talking to his cousin, or somebody that you know he talks to often, like, oh, he's talking to his mom. My boyfriend texts people, so fucking what? I'm certainly not going to be like, who the fuck's he texting? I know my thoughts manifest. You have to know that shit too. Okay? You have to know, oh God, people are so desperate and thirsty for some stupid bullshit. Oh my God, I forgot I need a moderator. I gotta get this motherfucker out my shit. He's annoying as fuck. Alex Travis, I'm willing to bet that you're fucking a loser and broke. I had to say broke before I kicked his ass out. Do you understand how stupid that shit? But you know, you want to know what's sad about this guy's fucking message? People fall for that stupid shit. Like, oh yeah, you're just gonna give me that? Just gonna give me 5,000 to the first 5 people? Okay, sounds good. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. Okay, that is what we're going to do. Right now, you are going to expect this. You're going to expect this. Do you understand? I know you just said yes. Who the fuck is that? Why are some people are wackos? Why are some people wackos? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Some people are just not there. I know, Bevy, I know. I need to just have my people do it. Who the fuck is that? Oh, another one bites the dust. You know, here's a classic song, guys. If they don't have a picture like that, but they want to come in here and start talking shit. I don't even know who the fuck that person is. Oh, hold on. Anyway, I'm willing to guess where that person came from. You gotta assign meaning to everything, guys, okay? Anyway, how's one-on-one look like, oh, one-on-one is basically where we talk about your current situation and we talk about what it is that you want from the situation. I want to know a little bit of past history. Okay. And then I pull out language that you're using to find out exactly what the fucking problem is. It doesn't take long at all. And then I walk you through flipping all of that around. So therefore it's like, okay, like today, she's like, I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. I said, you're doing a lot wrong. Okay. There were like 4 things that we had to fix when it came to what she was doing, right? Same with another one is, the other one I talked to earlier today. She wasn't aware that certain meanings that she was giving things or certain things that she was saying was creating this problem, right? And so because of that, we had to change that. Because she's like, I've been on a very strict mental diet. I said, well, then something's wrong. So I let her talk. You can all click the link in my bio. It's there, right? It's right there, one-on-one with Jen. Okay. And there was a couple things that was wrong. And so we had to fix that, but it's bringing that to your awareness. Okay. And then once you bring it to your awareness, now you can fucking pivot, because what the fuck do you look like in these streets going around just robotic? Thanks, Cads. Why? What do you guys look around? What do you guys look like going around in these streets just affirming while something's wrong, right? Do you keep driving a car when something's fucking wrong with it? No, because then it fucking breaks down and now it gets worse, right? So we need to fix that shit. So therefore, when you're affirming, you're aware of the other things you were doing wrong, and now we pivot and move fucking forward. Okay? Okie dokie. Now, you know what? I went from never having to block anybody to now I gotta block people because they're fucking stupid. Anyway, yeah, honestly, I can guarantee I probably know who that is. So I need to vanish. Bye, gutter trash. Bye, gutter trash. Anyway, okay, we're gonna do the photo method now. Can we do that now, guys? Can we do that now? Okay. San, let's talk about that as soon as we get back, okay? Now, let's do the photo method, okay? Right now, let's go ahead and do that. Pull out your photo. You guys got your stuff. Tell their ass what to do, but I need you to expect it, guys. You need to start expecting. That's right, get in the trash, because the trash man's coming today to take your gutter shit out. Okay, you need to start expecting at least communication. If you cannot be expecting them to text you and know that they'll text you, you can't expect them to be here on Valentine's Day, guys. Okay? Like, that's the reality. And I'm always going to be honest with you. So if you want them to be with you on Valentine's Day, then right now you need to start doing something different. And we're going to start small, where you are now going to expect them to text you. Okay? Just expect it. I didn't say believe. Those are 2 different things, but expect them to be that version of you that you want them to be for you, that you expect them to be for you. Go back, hold that, and that's who they are right now. I want you to be delusional, and that is who they are right now. They are your perfect person right now. So now give your command knowing that they're your perfect person and they must do whatever you command them to do. All right? Get busy. And we're back. We are back. You already know where we go on breaks around here. If you're new here and this is your first time watching the live, if we ever pause and you see that that the live has been paused, that is because you are doing what I told you to do. You're giving your commands. You're wearing your crown. Never take that shit off. From the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, that crown should be on. Never take it off. Never take it off. I don't care if your fucking head itches. Itch that shit with the crown right on it. Don't take it off. Do you understand? Don't take it off. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I need you all to get your SPs back before Valentine's Day. I want all that shit for you, okay? Period. I want all of that for you, okay? Because, sometimes your affirmations are wrong, okay? They're wrong. You're affirming in a future tense as if it's not here, as if you're not expecting it to happen. It's like, it'll happen in the universe when the universe decides. It will happen eventually in God's timing. Yeah, that's called you, okay? There's a reason why God gave you free will. There's a reason why he gave you free will in your reality. And that is because it is up to you to decide when the fuck the shit happens. It is up for you to decide all of that. So do you want to decide that it's going to happen 5 fucking years from now? And then we got a whole mess we got to fix because now he's married with children? Because you procrastinated the whole goddamn time? We don't have time to procrastinate around here. We don't have time to doubt. We don't have time to question shit. Because you didn't do any of that when you were in a relationship with your SP. Did you? I don't think so. You did eventually, which is what ended up your breakup. So we want them now. And we're having them now, right? Because we expect to get what we want. You should always expect to get everything that you want. If you want it, it's mine. I expect to have it because I said so, because I want it. Because at some point in time, you question if they were talking to somebody else. Wonder who they're talking to. He didn't message me back. Or he said he's going somewhere tonight. He's going out with his friends. Is that really where he's going? Who's he talking to when he's out? He goes out. Who's he talking to? I wonder if he's talking to anybody. That's what happened. And therefore, you were right. You're right. Okay? Because that's exactly what happened to me. It's exactly what happened to me. Is I manifested the whole situation because I was right about everything. You're always right. That's what you have to understand. You're always right. So what do you want to be right about? You want to be right that he's cheating on you, that he's got a whole another person? Fuck no. Learn from my mistake, guys. Learn from my mistake. Because I did that when we broke up. He called me 2 days later. And he said, I just want to let you know that a friend of mine needs a place to stay with her kids. And he had a 2-bedroom apartment, okay? So it wasn't hard to believe. And he goes, but I don't want a roommate. So I told her, like, you can stay for like 30 or 60 days max. And you got to pay rent, but you can't like live here because he likes living alone. He used to. Now he loves living with me. And so he literally was like, so that's what he told me. Okay. Did I take him at his word? No, I didn't. Instead, I was like, is that really a friend though? Is that really a friend? Like, that's convenient. That's convenient. 2 days after we break up, all of a sudden she needs a place to fucking live. Like, was he talking to her while we were together? Right? Like, these are the things that ran into my mind. And so that's exactly what happened. They ended up getting together and getting into a relationship. And when we got back together, when we were spending time together again and talking, he confirmed that. He's like, no, he goes, I didn't do anything. He goes, we didn't get into a relationship right away. He's like, no. He goes, it was like 30 days later. Because I kept questioning if that was just a friend. And sure enough, they were not. Yeah, so I don't want that for you. Like, why manifest a 3P? Who the fuck wants that? But you guys do that when you guys question what the fuck, because you're always right? You're always proving yourself to be correct. And so it's like, when they're not talking to you, they're blocked you on social media. Your mind is like, where are they? What are they doing? Who are they talking to? Are they talking to other people? Like, where are they? What are they really doing? What are they hiding? And you're selecting that version of them that has to hide things from you, that has to lie to you, that never tells you the truth, that is talking to other people, because that's what your inner conversations are. Okay? You're just questioning things. You're questioning, and then you're like, see, I knew it. Yeah, because you created that shit. Because you created it. But if you would literally, if you would literally look back, if he literally stated the facts, you would definitely see that you created it. Okay, so manifesting and avoidance. I didn't even know that was a fucking word. Ever. Until I started talking about SPs. Manifesting a man or an ex back is not ever a bad thing. I think you should be with the one that you love. Why not? Why find somebody new when you get to be with the one that you love? That's stupid, right? However, if you keep describing him as an avoidance man, he has to be that way. See, so he's only avoidant now because that's how you're describing him. That is how you started describing him at some point. Like you texted him, he didn't text you back. You're like, he's avoiding me. Well, now he has to avoid you, right? That's the thing. A lot of things that you guys end up, well, see, Tomar, now I have to avoid you. I don't have a choice now. I'm gonna leave you on red. But you have to describe them differently, okay? You have to describe them differently because they're only playing their part. Every time they're playing their part. They're only not talking to you right now because you're describing them as avoiding you. They have no choice. They don't have free will. So however you want them to show up or not show up is exactly what they're doing right now. You have to remind yourself of this. You have to remind yourself all the time that they're conforming 24/7. They're always conforming. What do I want them to conform to? Do I want them to conform to my not perfect person, to be an asshole, to not talk to me? Because that's what you're manifesting now. They're conforming all the time. But they're conforming to everything you don't want because that's all you're thinking about. That's what you are. You're looking at your 3D as if the shit is real. Like it's real now because you created it, right? You're creating the circumstances. All circumstances you're creating. Because like some of you guys would be like, well, he lives 2 hours away. Okay, that wasn't a fucking problem when you started dating him, was it? No. Why would you start dating somebody that lived so far away if that was a problem for you? But now it's a circumstance because what happened was he told you at one point, like, well, I'm tired and I don't feel like making the drive, all the way out there. He just said it like one time. And then now here you go in your thoughts like, oh, so clearly the distance is a problem. He has a problem with it being long distance, like the distance is a problem. And now that's how you're viewing it. So now he's reflecting that again and again and again. When literally the first time he said that shit, he could have literally just been fucking tired and didn't want to make the drive. But you assigned a negative meaning to that. And now he does it again. Next time you want him to come see you, now he doesn't want to make the drive. Now you're creating that situation. You're creating that circumstance as a fucking problem. When before it wasn't a problem. None of this shit was a problem when you were dating. That's what you have to remember, right? So it's like, if you're creating like different things, you're always creating. Everything is you, which is why I tell you, you shouldn't be mad at them for what? You created this shit. You created them to be exactly who they are today with you right now, which is why it drives you guys nuts. It drives you nuts. Yeah, and you listen to her. And you listen to her. So because of that, it's proven true over and over and over again. Is it good to affirm? I love that in front of affirmations. I love that, SP. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no right or wrong affirmation other than the fact that it needs to be present tense. Okay, like it's definitely happening. And if you can't get on board with you being in a relationship right now when you're blocked, then you affirm for we're getting back together. Oh, we're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. Right? It's still present tense. That's what you have to realize. That's where anything that you're wording implies right now. Even say right fucking now at the end. Because we're getting back together right now. I'm sorry, did you think I was going to sit around and wait for you to pull your head out of your fucking ass? No, because they're not going to. because you're giving them free will. You're assuming that they don't want to be with you. You're assuming all this shit. So because of that, they're pushing out. They're pushing out. They're conforming. They're conforming. They're conforming just how you want them to be. But unfortunately, it's not what you want. It's what you're expecting from them. And because you're expecting this behavior from them, they have to do it over and over and over again. You're texting them, but why are you checking to see if you're on read? That's because you weren't expecting them to respond. You were assuming they wouldn't because they didn't respond to my last text. So they're not going to respond to this one. Therefore, they can't respond. They literally can't respond. So yeah, he opened it up. See, that's where you guys drive me nuts. You guys drive me nuts with that red shit. Like, he's seen it. I know he's seen it. He's not responding. Okay. So let's say that was me, because that was me this morning. Let's say that's me. And I message him. And he doesn't respond. And you see that he's seen your message. He read it. Well, I would have flattered myself. Like, of course he read my message because he loves me. Why wouldn't he read my message? Because you guys have to understand he had a choice. He didn't have to read your message at all. He could have left your ass on unread. Like, you could be messaging him and talking to your whole ass self, and he'll just leave you on unread. That means he didn't give a fuck. That's what you guys see. This is what pisses me off with you guys, is you guys are continuously assigning negative meaning to shit without saying in your mind, taking a step back and saying, okay, from a logical perspective, because I don't like people that say don't bring logic into manifesting. I mean, everything is logical. It has to make sense, okay? So from a logical perspective, if you don't like somebody, would you take the time to read their fucking message? No, I wouldn't give a fuck. That would be like saying that gutter trash sends me a text right now. Do you think I'm going to read that shit? Maybe only for entertainment purposes. But not really, because I don't give a fuck what she has to say. Why would I care? I don't need to read her shit. Okay, there's a lot of people on Instagram, I don't read their crap because I don't care what they have to say. But the fact that they took a second and pressed open and read your shit should be all the confirmation you need. Of course he read my message. Why wouldn't he? He couldn't wait to see my message. He gets excited every time my fucking face pops up in his WhatsApp chat. Every time he sees a text, he gets excited. He can't wait to open it. That should be the stuff you're telling your fucking self, instead of being like, oh, I can't believe he left me on red. Oh, I know he saw it. Okay, so that should be a good thing for your ass. You should just be like, yeah, of course he read my message. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? He gets excited when he sees I message him. That's what you should be looking at, that shit, instead of saying the opposite. Because guess what? He can open up your shit again. And then he can open up your shit again. And eventually he's going to respond, because you eventually are going to fucking start telling yourself that shit. He responds to every message I send him. He can't help himself. He literally can't help himself. The second he sees my name pop up, shit, he gets excited. He can't wait to respond. That should be what your conversations you're having in your head, instead of the old other shit. The old other shit. Yeah, he left you on delivered because he hasn't seen your message yet. Like, he's literally not even near his phone. But the second he gets to his phone, of course he's gonna message you back. Why wouldn't he? Right? You can assign whatever meaning you want. So you should only be assigning the meaning that you want. Unapologetically me, bitch. No, he's away from his phone right now. He's not even near his phone right now, which is why he hasn't read my message. But the second he gets back to his phone, he can't wait to open my message. Yeah, it's the highlight of his day. It's the highlight of his day. And the second he gets back to his phone, he's going to message me back. Why wouldn't he? Oh, Jackie, you're new. You can manifest a 3P away really fucking fast. I'm really good at it too. I manifested a 3P away lightning speed. Fuck that gutter rat. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows I call her gutter trash. Send them back to the dumpster they fucking came from. And that's how you need to look at the 3P as fucking straight gutter trash. Like, bye, but who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to come take my perfect man? I don't think so. I don't think so. See, I decided that my man was perfect. Yeah, he was the best relationship I ever had. He was completely not the person that I had dated in the past. Looked nothing like him. I was always into like, I used to always be into big beefy men, like 6'2". He's not 6'2". He's like 5'8". On a good day. But big, 6'2", you know, big muscles, like that used to be the kind of guy I was attracted to. And then finally I was like, well, how's that been working out? Hasn't been working out very good. So then this man came, and what's funny is he's been the maintenance guy in the complex, and he used to always come repair my shit, but I didn't give him the time of day. I was always like working, so I was always on the phone. I'd open up the door and I'd be like, yeah, go help yourself. And then he'd leave. Thanks, Nina. And then he'd leave. And finally, one day he came down to the pool. Yeah, I was out at the pool. Yeah, me and some other chick. And he came out at the pool and made some big old dramatic scene, like moved the fucking chair, you know, to be like right there and all that stuff. And I even messaged my friend. I was like, damn, girl. I was like, it is the fastest method, yes. And I'll tell you how to leverage it, Sam, to your advantage, to take it a step further. But I literally messaged my friend, and I was like, damn, girl, he's like, the maintenance man's kind of hot when he's on this fucking stupid ass uniform. I mean, he was not, again, but he started talking to me. And so I gave him my phone number. And he was like, and he would tell me, he's like, you're the only person that I would get excited when I saw your work order come through. He's like, and you're the only fucking person that never talked to me. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah. So he's my perfect person. Oh yeah, that's where I was going with that. So we had the best relationship, like the best relationship. He bought me flowers he still does it today. He buys me flowers every fucking week. Like, because I was more successful than he was, he thought he had to like wine and dine me. It was very cute. It was very cute. Or he thought he like had to take me to these nice places because that's what I'm used to. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck how much money I have. I'm still not eating caviar. Or escargot. Ew. Like, I was like, I love me a good McDonald's run. Like, call it what it is. You know? And so he found that out about me. But he was trying to be something he wasn't to appease me. So it was very cute. But you don't think I was going to go get my perfect man back? You got me fucked up. Oh, I'm going to get my perfect man back. I loaned him out to some gutter rat. And you know what? I went and took him back. And I took him back really fucking fast. Because I wasn't going to let anybody take my man. Never. And the version she got of my SP was not, I didn't even recognize that version. I was like, who the fuck is he? Who is he? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, not today. Not the fucking day. I don't think so. Oh, good. Thanks, Mystical Willow. I know I was talking to you earlier, bitch. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to you. Because we're going to pivot this shit around because you're driving me fucking nuts. Okay? And we're going to chat about what's going on. But yeah, so if people are, as far as I'm concerned, my SP's new girlfriend, I am sure is. Okay, first of all, your SP's girlfriend is whatever that, your SP doesn't have a girlfriend. You are the girlfriend. Hello. You can schedule a call. Link is in my bio. So here's the thing. He does not have a girlfriend. You are the girlfriend. What the fuck are you talking about? You're the girlfriend. Fuck that gutter rat. Send her back to the dumpster she came from. Here's how you're going to do it. Okay? I'm good at it. Okay? First of all, what you're going to do. Oh, I love it, Joe. I'm excited to talk to you. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. What you need to do is remember, you need to use everyone as you pushed out to your advantage. You heard it here first. Okay? You need to use it to your advantage. So, here's what you're going to do. You're going to decide right now, what the fuck do I want to assume about this 3P bitch? What do I want to assume about her? Because she must show up based on my assumptions of her to your SP. Because everyone is in your reality. So, one, that bitch ain't an obstacle. Nobody fucking compares to me. Tell yourself that. No one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. No one compares to me. Because you need to take that bitch and view her as not an option. Bye. Bye, bitch. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. So, say you could do a couple different things. Like, let's say you know that there's a type of person he can't fucking stand. Like, there's a type of person he just can't stand. Like, let's say he fucking hates narcissism. Like, narcissist. That's who that bitch is now. Yeah, she's a narcissist. Like, she is a complete narcissist. Now, you cannot, here's the key though, do not give her an identity that hurts you, okay? So that's what you can't do. So you cannot describe her, and I don't care if there's evidence of this. You cannot describe her this way. You cannot describe the 3P as a manipulator. I used to do that because I could clearly see the manipulation. Okay, like I could clearly see it like night and day. I was like, how the fuck do you not see that she's manipulating you? Like, she's a master manipulator. That's how I used to identify her. Don't do that, because here's the problem with that. If you're identifying her as being a manipulator, she has to continue to manipulate him, and he has to continue to fall for that shit because you identify her as being a manipulator. No, not at all. Okay, so that's one identity you're never going to give the 3P, because they have to manipulate your boyfriend and he has to conform to that. No, because that's what happened to me, where I was literally like, how the fuck do you not see this shit? Like, it's like clear as day. But of course, she continued to manipulate him and he continued to fall for that, because that is the identity I was giving. Okay, that was my assumption of her, so I switched that shit. That bitch is crazy as fuck. Yeah, she's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. And she's got anger issues. Like, she's an evil person. Like, she's a bad person. She literally has anger issues. She is the most angry person in the fucking world. And literally, she's got an attitude. Like, she has the worst attitude ever. That's your description of her. Okay, you have to describe them in a way that's going to create a wedge between you and SP, or between her and SP. Okay, so now you're describing her as being not a manipulator. I don't care if she is. Not anymore. No. She's a complete narcissistic bitch. She's a complete bitch. And she has anger issues. She's an evil person. She's a bad person. Like, she just has anger issues. And she just can't stop. She has the biggest attitude in the fucking world. Like, she's a horrible person. Therefore, she has to start showing up that way. Okay, to your SP. And trust me, I promise you guys, your SP will confirm this. He will confirm this, okay? I literally had a call yesterday where she had me dying, because she was like, she goes, I came across your videos on Tuesday and I started identifying this bitch as being fucking crazy, as being and all these things, and that her SP hates her, right? Hates her, like all this stuff. And then when she would talk to her SP, she would literally almost word for word verbatim repeat that to her. Oh my gosh, she's fucking crazy. I can't fucking stand her. I fucking hate her. All her affirmations. She literally would say that. My SP, same thing. Go fuck. Social media is not real, Irene. Social media is not real. So all you should care about is what's on your, if you care to look at social media, then only care what your SP has on his social media. Again, you assign meaning to fucking everything. So what you should be doing is assigning the meaning that you want. Like, damn, she's just trying to get my attention. She's just trying to get my attention. It's sad that they have to put that they're fucking, what are you, 5? Okay, what are you, 5? It's sad that she has to change her relationship status. That tells me there's problems in that paradise. Because confident, secure people don't have to change their relationship status on Facebook. I know that's where it's at, because it's the only platform that has that fucking juvenile shit. Okay? Only 18-year-olds fucking fill in their relationship status. My relationship status has been single forever. What I give a shit for? I don't care. I'm not going to be one of those people that puts in a relationship and then, oh, we had an argument. Let me change that shit to it's complicated. The fuck? No, yeah, no. We want to create a wedge, okay? We need to create a wedge. So you're going to only start describing her as that bitch, like that evil person. She's not a good person. She's fucking crazy, and he can't fucking stand her. He hates her ass, right? That will create the wedge, because that will be true. Whatever has to happen for him to hate her will happen, okay? So now we want to affirm SP. We want to affirm 3P out the goddamn picture. Bye, bitch. Like, bye, get a rat. It's dumpster day, and you got to go, okay? I ain't waiting for shit. So that's where you start to affirm. I split my affirming time 50-50. 50% for me and my SP, and 50% for the gutter rat to go back to the hole she fucking crawled out of. Okay? So that probably drives her nuts when she hears that shit. I love it. Anyway, I am now affirming her out my goddamn reality altogether. I'm pretty sure she was the weirdo that fucking popped in here. But anyway, I'm not going to throw that out there. She doesn't even know. She doesn't even watch my lives. I have her blocked. But, you know, it doesn't take long for somebody to create a fake profile. That's what you shall be telling yourselves. But we'll get into that. I digress. Okay, so, yeah, so you affirm. Now you have your affirmations. These ones work the best. He can't stand her. He's disgusted by her. He wants nothing to do with her. He fucking hates her ass. And he doesn't even talk to her anymore. Affirm that, reaffirm that, reaffirm that, reaffirm that. Because what's happening is you changed her identity. You changed your assumption of who she is as a person. Not a good person. Anger issues. Okay? Evil bitch. Crazy. I don't give a fuck. Okay? That's already created the wedge. Now you affirm. And the more you affirm for 3P to go away, it goes this way. And now, because you're affirming for you and SP, he turns around and now he goes this way. And that's you. Over here, that's you. I only have 2 hands, okay? So that's you. So now, as you're affirming the 3P away, he is moving closer to you, okay? And that's exactly what happened to me. He confirmed it. That's why I say, I don't know why you guys fucking always are looking for him to confirm. He will confirm. I promise you, he will confirm. And then you're gonna feel stupid as fuck, okay? So if you would do that, 3P will be gone very quickly. Like, very quickly. She affirmed 3P right about her scene in less than 4 days. Bye, bitch. Bye. Yeah, that's how you get rid of them. I would say, people say ignore them, but that's not realistic advice. It's not realistic advice. I would never tell you that, because that shit doesn't fucking... It's hard to ignore somebody like that. So, SP is a specific person. Okay, SP is specific person. No, VIPs get tech support, not actual one-on-one caller. I'd fucking be on phones with you all day long. Especially Jose Cito, but I'll tell myself that. I'm just kidding. Hey, Tabitha, girlfriend. Okay, so that's what you need to look at. Like that, you need to literally see this 3P as fucking gutter trash. Shit underneath the fucking shoe, okay? Because when you do that, he will start to see that. He will start to see that in her too. That's what's fun. Use the law to your benefit. Don't accept anything you don't fucking want. Never accept anything you don't want. I'm in control. You cause the 3P to enter the equation, and you can banish her from your fucking movie. And that's what you have to understand is, yeah, you can affirm them out all day long. I would, because I recommend splitting your time between SP affirmations and banishing that bitch from your fucking movie, because it's one thing to have long distance in a relationship, right? And for that to be a circumstance or an obstacle, right? It's another thing to be blocked on social media and that to be looked at as an obstacle between you and your SP. But a whole nother broad, a whole person, that's hard to not see that as an obstacle. So then you say, okay, then I'm going to use, knowing what I know about the law, knowing that everyone is me pushed out, my assumptions manifest, and I can create whoever I could turn. If I could recreate my SP to be exactly how I want them to, then I can also recreate the 3P to be exactly who the fuck I want her to be too. Because everybody must play their part. So cool. What do I want this 3P to be? Batshit ass crazy, pathetic, a fucking loser. So that's what I'm going to start talking to her about. That's how I'm going to start describing her. She's certainly not a goddamn equal. And she's certainly not better than me in any sense of that word. That's the attitude you need to have. And then affirm her right about your shit. And what's great is it works, and they will literally tell you when you guys get back together about the 3P. They will literally describe her exactly how you described her. Exactly how you described her. That's the power. That's the power. You shouldn't be allowing anybody to come in your shit and take what's yours. You definitely, yep, you can change how they feel about them 100%. Yes. 50% for 3P to exit said equation. Bye ho. Eleanor, yes, you can say there's no 3P. But you need to stand firm with that. So every time you think about 3P, you have to stand firm. Like what 3P? Fuck her. She doesn't exist in my reality. You can do that, but I found I'm impatient again. I'm impatient, and I want to see movement. I want to see progress, and I want to see that shit right now. I didn't say a year from now, right fucking now. So in order to do that, if that's the case, then I need to affirm them out. Let me get rid of them, because therefore it speeds it up. Now I got rid of them, and we're good to go. And we're good to go. That's exactly what I would be doing, okay? Because literally, that's what it takes. Because you're going to affirm them away. Because trying to just tell yourself that they don't exist when you know they do it causes a lot of resistance and wavering. Versus if you were like, no, let me affirm your gutter trash right out the scene. She leaves real quick, because you will start to notice trouble in paradise real fast. And that's the fun part. That's the fun part, is this is my reality, and nobody is coming into my reality. Now, when you have the photo method, because I want you guys to do this, and I really want you to expect it, because the minute you expect to receive a text, he will text you on the spot. All manifestation is instant, and that's what you have to realize. Every manifestation is instant. It just shows up the minute you expect it to. So the quicker you can start expecting them to text you because you said so. Like literally say, because I said so at the end. It's empowering. Okay, the minute you can expect them to text you, they will text you on the spot. On the spot. Timing, again, is entirely up to when you decide you want to expect them to text you. Okay? But we want our SP by Valentine's Day, so I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for. We need to expect that shit like right now. Like right now. Okay? You can say that you can say she's insecure and not confident. You can say that. Because the fact is she is insecure. Especially if she knows about you. She is very insecure. And she moves you, she very much views you as a threat. Leverage that. Leverage that. Because this is your reality. You decide what stays and what goes in your reality. And you guys are going to stop expecting the stupid shit. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, Caitlin. Yeah, you can message me with questions about the one-on-one session. Of course. Absolutely. Go for it, sis. Go for it. That's what I'm saying. Banishing is much faster. And the ultimate power. Irene, you ain't been at shit. Bitch. Of course, 1,000%, you would have had your SP by now. We sat there, my VIP members on our session yesterday sat there and listened to a lady spend $10,000 over 2 years. Still didn't have her SP. The fuck? This is what people are out here doing. They're out here taking your fucking money and not giving you what they said they were going to give you. Not helping you, and then having the nerve to sit there and create these assumptions in you that don't benefit you, because I had to talk her off the ledge where she was literally, because she was also paying this lady to manifest for her, and she had this lady convinced that she was like, this member was convinced that she was hurting her. Like, if I don't pay her, she's gonna hurt my manifestation. She's stopping my manifestation. That's terrible. That is so terrible to have somebody believe. Because the fact is, because she asked me, she said, can you manifest for someone? 1,000%. You can all manifest for people right now. You absolutely can, very fast. But to create an assumption in somebody that they need to pay you weekly to fucking manifest for your SP, that shit is stupid. That's as stupid as buying a love spell, guys. That's as stupid as buying a love spell. Because, and to charge $135 a week. Do you know how stupid that is? I won't tell you her name because I don't remember her name. But if you're following anybody with the last name of Love, go and follow her right now. I don't give a fuck. She shouldn't be out here counting people. I don't know her actually. I don't remember her name, but I do remember her last name was Love. Go figure. Go figure. Unfollow her right now if you're following her. Unsubscribe to her shit too if you're following her. She's a con artist. Okay? The fact is, nobody ethically ever in life should take your money for 2 fucking years and you still don't have your SP. Never. That is, I was like, well, what the fuck is she doing? What have you been doing this whole time? Because the woman, a great lady, it was a mess. I gave her some guidance on the VIP call. I said, a couple things you're doing wrong here, which that coach didn't tell you shit in 2 years. Okay? A couple things you're doing wrong. She took notes, and now she's going to course correct. And I have no doubt that she will get her SP back. But 2 years of trying all these things, of buying into bullshit coaches that are selling pipe water in a damn dream and not helping you, that's absurd. Because if you think for 1 second that I'm going to sit here and tolerate any of you that work with me to go 2 years, like Mystical Willow, because we're going to have a fucking pep talk. Yeah, I'll call you out, bitch. I'll call you out. Because I love you. Because I love you. If you think that we're going to sit here and we're going to fucking banter for 2 years and you're still not going to get your SP, you got me fucked all the way up. I'm going to block your ass way before that shit. I would never do that. That is such a codependent relationship, and that's manipulation. Okay, that is why I this is why I teach what I teach. I told you guys, I started teaching weight loss because I'm good at it. But I decided that I was going to focus all of my lives and everything on SPs because I'm so tired of the trash out there, of people that are selling you pipe water in a fucking dream and then not delivering, that are conning you left and right and manipulating you and creating false assumptions in you that aren't benefiting you. That's bullshit. I won't tolerate it. And I haven't had time to make my videos yet. But guess what? Yeah, I'm throwing all the rocks at all of those frauds out there. And if they don't like it, do you think I really give a shit? No, I don't. Yeah, she had to pay every time she wanted to ask a question. Yeah. And the lady would not respond to her until she paid. That was so stupid. I was like, yeah, I don't remember her name, but don't follow him. Unfollow. Unfucking follow. Just saying. It is downright greedy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that is the worst sad statement ever. Because I'm just such a good person, I should really offer her a one-on-one coaching call, complimentary, even though I'm not the one that took her $10,000, but I feel like she got hustled. And that's an awful feeling. I would never want to be hustled by anybody. But unfortunately, that's just shit out there. So we're not going to fall for that shit anymore, okay? Because again, ask yourself if that makes sense, right? That's all you have to think about is, does that make sense? And if it doesn't, get rid of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the numbers. Yeah. It's 444 for my coaching. It's 888 for my coaching. That shit is so stupid. That shit is so fucking stupid. They charge a shit ton of money. Oh, no. Sorry. We're on at our regular scheduled time, bitch. Yeah, we are. I've been waiting for you. Because we're about to really have a powwow, a pep talk around here. Like, yeah, in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, yes. I have to hard stop in 5 minutes because I'm talking to Mystical Willow. Because I fucking love her. And she's getting in her own damn way. She's getting in her own way. Take her, let's learn from her, okay? Let's learn from her, guys. Hey, Nicole and James. I saw your message come across, so let me respond. Let's learn from her, guys, honestly, okay? Because she has a man. She texts. They're in communication. And he called her his woman. She's still sabotaging the next step. Okay? It's not what we're going to be doing anymore. It's not what we're doing anymore. Okay? Is we can't sabotage the next step. Okay? You guys should not be sabotaging anything. Anything. But here's the thing. Somebody has joined the business center. So I'm not going to yell at you to end my life, because you know that's what I do. But she's on the phone, and I'm not going to yell. Okay? That's not what I'm going to do. But if you have not joined the free WhatsApp community, what you're going to do right now is you're going to click that follow button, okay? You're going to head on over to my bio. You're going to book a one-on-one session with me. I'm just kidding. Join my free, but no, you should. If you really need to work on your situation, then do that. But what you're, and it's not 888 or 999. It's 97. It's really not a lot, okay? But don't even trip, because go join my WhatsApp group right now. Go join that community right now. Because I have 2 upcoming coaching calls. And then wait for it. Because it's coming. Because your check session, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. So in about 2 hours, what I'm going to be doing is heading on over to the WhatsApp community. And I'm going to bitch at y'all for a minute. Because I need to remind you who the fuck you are. And I'm going to do that every day. And you guys need to start owning who the fuck you are. Period. Stop settling. Stop right now. Stop settling. Jackie, I'm going to tell you for the 200th time. Your SP does not have a girlfriend unless you are referring to yourself. That's gutter trash. I don't think your boyfriend dates gutter trash, does he? He's not into gutter trash and shit underneath a shoe. I don't think he likes that, right? No. So that's who she is now. She is not a girlfriend. Stop identifying herself as the girlfriend, because as long as you identify her as being the damn girlfriend, she has to stay that. Stop doing that. Okay? I'm sure told me directly to quit being flirty, and that seems controlling. We're going to change that, okay? Change the inner conversation to only what it is that you want, okay? Assign the meaning that you expect it to mean. That's it. We're not wavering from any of that anymore, okay? Okay, so we're going to stop identifying. The only girlfriend your SPs have and the only boyfriend your SPs have is you, bitch. That's it. I don't know. Gutter trash? They're not into gutter trash. Okay, no problem, Jade. I'll take a look at it. I have to go because, as you can see, I have a coaching call with Mystical Willow right now. So I can go check her ass, because she's getting her SP to come over by Valentine's Day, before Valentine's Day. She's got me fucked up. If she thinks she's not. That's what's happening. Okay, go join that WhatsApp group right now. This live will be up, well, both part 2 and part 1 will be on my YouTube channel. So, as always, guys, I love you. And go ahead, keep an eye on that WhatsApp chat, because that community, I'm going to go check you in about 2 hours from now. Can you say what they're not into? Like, I need him to ask me out for Valentine's Day. I'm sorry. You need him to ask you out for Valentine's Day is giving him free will. No. You're taking me out on Valentine's Day. You are taking me on a date on Valentine's Day. You are taking me out on Valentine's Day. You are taking me out on Valentine's Day. Period. That's a command, bitch. That is not, I need you to ask me out for Valentine's Day. No, that's a puppy dog. You're a queen. Okay? You're a queen. That's right. Go on a photo rant. Tell his ass exactly what he's going to do. Affirm your affirmations to his face. To his face. You're obsessed with me, bitch. You're obsessed with me and you're taking me out on Valentine's Day, period. Go rant. Go get pissed off at him. Give your commands. And do it consistently. Okay? Now, I gotta go, because I gotta go to the bathroom before I hop on with Mystical Willow. But don't worry, don't worry. Your little check session, that shit's coming, bitch. So, I love you guys. I'll see you in a minute. Bye.